Hey there, gorgeous gays. Version 2 here with Let's Play The Silver Case. Today we are headed back into Transmitter. I'm not looking at anything, Google. How did you get anything that I said into whatever? We're going back in the Transmitter. Today is actually Case 2, Spectrum. So when we last left off, Camui's partner was the one going around killing Camui's other partners. We caught her in a shelter. We or the children, her children, Camui's other children, I'm not sure, stopped her from killing herself. That one dude who with the detective dude seemed weirdly into her. And there's that happened. We also learned a little bit more details about what happened in Placebo, like that she was luckily pregnant at the time. And yeah, she's in custody. Ayami, I think it was. She's in custody. I think Camui's still in custody. But obviously, shit's gonna continue going down because there's still a lot of game left. That was literally case 1 that we caught Camui and the murderer. So obviously, more shit's gonna go down. So let's head into Spectrum, number 2. And we're heading back into the Transmitter one, so it's going to be a slow journey because I'm going to be very bad at the much more complex moving around and solving puzzle stuff compared to Placebo, where I walk around the same room over and over again and read a bunch of emails. Which again, I'm fine with the setting of Placebo. It's just, when I have to come back to this to solve puzzles, I'm going to be very bad at it. Especially as I don't want to cheat the puzzles. Because I didn't even realize I was cheating the puzzles in case 0. So I don't want to cheat the puzzles going forward. So yeah, I'll be bad at them and it'll take a while. Where'd you go? It's lonely all alone. That's kind of what being alone is, yes. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Come around now. There's nobody here. Where'd you go? Do you hate me? Where'd you go? I don't know who you are, so I don't know whether I hate you or not. I can't do it alone. Where'd you go? I'll protect you. Where'd you go? Where are you? Where'd you go? Is it that good? Where'd you go? Aren't you lonely? Where'd you go? Goodbye. Oh, is this one of the kids? Hikaru disappeared. Hikaru is so kind, but he's too kind. He has no sense of presence. But I really like Hikaru, and I really have a sense of presence. But just disappearing like that, Hikaru really did it this time. He's that old little bugger Hikaru, he's really gone and done it this time. Damn it, Hikaru. Maybe he's trying to surprise me and is hiding somewhere. The old lady won't tell me anything. Hikaru must really mean it this time. Is Hikaru the kid we're looking at, or is it the kid that we're looking at the one that's talking and they were talking to Hikaru? Not really. Maybe the kids in class have Hikaru all locked up somewhere. That would be bad. I have to help him. Things have gotten pretty bad now. Okay, I guess that's Hikaru. It's fadey and everything like that because he lacks a sense of presence. Hikaru is quiet in front of people, but he talks a lot to me. He doesn't look it, but he's really cheerful. I've seen Hikaru laugh lots of times. I know Hikaru's true personality. He laughs a lot and sounds like a frog. Interesting. He really says, "Rabbit." He really does. And so, to play with Hikaru again, I have to help him. Are these the shelter kids, or is this just a different kid entirely? The moon! The moon is always here. That's the apartment block that Yumi's in. Not Yumi, no, Yumi was the case name. So, Tokyo was like his family name, but I can't remember what everyone was referring to him as. Or Tokyo is his given name, I'm not sure. Because, like, in Japan, in Japanese, family name goes first, given name goes second. But when stuff's localized into English, sometimes they swap that, sometimes they don't. So I'm never actually sure which one's the family name and which one's the given name. Usually the name that people go by and are called is their family name. And I don't think people called him Tokyo, so I'm pretty sure Tokyo is the given name. And they have swapped it to put the given name first for the English readers. First, this apartment building. I went ahead and set up the Save Hikaru special headquarters at that base. Yeah, no, this apartment building is where Tokyo is. I forget. It began with M, but I don't remember exactly what it was. The base is somewhere in these apartments, but it's a secret. The base is only for Hikaru and me, as we promised each other. Lots of people live here, and there are lots of grown-ups I don't know. But we can't tell the difference between grown-ups. We don't really care about those grown-ups, but we like some of them. The baker man is always smiling and gives us extra bread sometimes. The guy on the second floor is nice too. He looks scary, but he says that's dangerous and worries about us. Quit playing games and go play outside. He says that a lot. Then there's... I don't know anyone else, they all look the same. Were you about to mention Tokyo? One more time. I'll try remembering Hikaru. Where did he play? Where could he be? Where is he hiding? Hikaru. Last summer, Hikaru came to this town. Town is so complicated. Look at all the shit that's going on. The place is so busy. I remember his scared-looking eyes when he stood small next to the teacher. How scared he must have been when he came to town. I also had to move around a lot, so I know. People you meet for the first time all look scary. Mr. Mineo says to think of them as pumpkins, but to me they all look like really scary monsters. The thing is, I don't know where in Japan this takes place because we refer to everywhere by like a district and a ward. So I don't know whether this is in an alternate reality Japan where like the normal cities in Japan aren't like there, or they're just called different things, but like we're constantly just talking about things being in like the 24th district. So I don't know, unless that is what they call it in Japan, they're just not using the further place names in this. I'm not sure, but still. When you move to a new town with all the strange monsters, it's sort of exciting. But everyone is mean to outsiders, so it's really scary. Hikaru looks like that too. I really understand. I showed Hikaru around this town so that he wouldn't get lost. So we filmed kids running up to a shrine. Our territory. I told him that the 5th grade kids hang out on the 4th Street, so he shouldn't go there alone. Well, it doesn't even make sense. They're in 5th grade, but they hang out on 4th Street. That doesn't fuck on the entire system. I showed him the shortcut home too. After school, we play together at the shrine in the park, and sometimes we find empty lots. Oh no, not empty lots. Bad things happen in empty lots. Usually they soon turn into apartment buildings, but they're open for about a month. Sometimes they turn into gigantic skyscrapers. Sorry, I'm just making Yakuza references. Because, you know, I like Yakuza a lot. We play board games at Shigenori's house. And we play video games at Minoru's house. I don't really like him, but he has video games, so I put up with him. Oh, I feel like there's a lot of people who are going to be relating to that. I don't go to Kojima and Nakayo's houses, because they're mean. Karasawa is a good guy, and he's rich, and we can eat lots of yummy snacks at his house. Kunihiko's house is fun too. Kunihiko is good at drawing, and he draws really cool giant robots. Right, Hikaru? Oh, is Hikaru dead? Whoops, what did I miss? Welcome, Densha. Basically, so, we're a kid. I don't know if we got our name. And the kid has been talking about how they miss Hikaru, and they set up a base and an apartment building, the same apartment building that the dude from the Placebo Report, Tokyo, I forget his last name. They set up a base there. They were talking about how he's like all the kids that Hikaru and Kid Talking that we just saw hang out with, and then we saw that thing at the end that you just saw of portrait in frame surrounded by flowers. Looks like Hikaru is probably dead. What a nice girl. What? Ayame. Sumio! Oh my god! Since the moment Sumio has seen Ayame, he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck that. And it's just like, she's a murderer? And I'm still weirded out by how well you two hit it off while you're pointing guns at each other, surrounded by children inside of abandoned shelters. Ayame? The fuck is that? The Kamui case, perp? You shitting me? You fallen in love with a serial killer? What are you, fucking stupid? Well, yeah, but well, at least he admits it. At least he admits it. But she's hot, right? Jesus Christ. Dumbass. You're a real idiot. I'm with Kasabi on this. Honestly, Kasabi's not a nice person, but so far of the cast of characters, he's the one I can relate to the most. Mainly because he seems fed up with everyone else's bullshit. Like, as an outside perspective person, I'm finding all the weirdness and not understanding what's going on intriguing and stuff. But if I was a real person in this situation, I'd be fed up with the bullshit, and I can relate to Kasabi in that front. He's an asshole, but an asshole with a point. I feel like that is a perfect summarization so far of Kasabi's entire character for the entire game so far. She destroyed special fortress and murdered those 3 broads. That's not the kind of broad a pussy like you should be fucking with. Fuck off, old man. She's really not so bad. She killed like 5 people and pinned it on someone who seems to not be able to do anything for themselves. And if I had to guess, she probably raped him? But I'm not... It's weird because they always talk about Kamui is so, like, an empty shell of a person. Because he's mentally, like... mentally he is not all there. And he is so, like, he's incapable of doing anything for himself. And yet they talk about Kamui having relationships with several different women. And it is uncomfortable, which I think is the point, but it doesn't stop it from being uncomfortable. Stop trying to break down a person's love like that, Sumiho. She killed 5 people. Forget about her. I can't. I'll wait for her. Alright, okay, I'm on team fuck Sumiho. He's a fucking weirdo. However many years it takes, I'll wait for her so we can start our second life. To whatever. I feel like for a detective, that's probably not the type of person that you want. You probably don't want a detective falling in love and willing to wait for a serial killer. You know, might make them slightly biased on the job in certain cases. What a bunch of bullshit. Fucking kids. Whatever, Tetsu. I know I felt something. And you call yourself a fucking detective. You felt a boner in your pants because you thought she was hot, and that's all. Samir, what the fuck? Listen, don't you ever say like shit like this to anyone else. Of course. I can't talk about this with anyone else. What a fucking honor. Thanks. Thanks. I'm really glad that I'm the person who you get to impart this truth within you, Samio. Fucking Christ. I want to see her. Christ. Just go for Hachisuka or someone instead. Hachisuka looks like her. Like, well, so far the women that we've seen, they're the most similar. I think it's literally just because their hair's similar, but still. You two would look good together. No way. That'd never work. Oh, whatever. Come on. It's not that simple. Well, yeah. Of course it isn't simple. You want to burn a serial killer? What just got... Was it our radio that got fried or comms that got fried? Hachisuka, what's up? Some Southern District D4. D4! Yes, it's a sweary game, but still. Now I'm just singing a Dark Dreams Don't Die. Which, you know, we'll never get the rest of an That being said, we are getting The Good Life. I have no idea if other people are still interested in The Good Life, but I'm still excited for The Good Life. Fuck you. And I'm absolutely going to LP The Good Life whenever I get my physical copy of it. Fuck you. But damn, I'm upset. I'm upset that we never got the rest of D4. That being said, I've not played Deadly Premonition 2. I heard that the transphobia, they addressed it in the game by ever so slightly changing it, and they didn't fix it at all. So I'm still not keen at all to actually play Deadly Premonition 2. Which is weird because I like other games that Sweary's made, I've heard do trans representation like well. I haven't played them, but I've heard people say that like Sweary does good trans representation in other games, and apparently it's just Deadly Premonition 2 that for some reason is completely fucked up. So yeah, it's enough to shy me away from wanting to play Deadly Premonition 2, because apparently it's pretty. Like, it's a lot, and I'm gonna get to a point where I'll be so frustrated with that I won't be able to enjoy the rest of the game. But it's not to the extent where I'm just like, I'm not gonna play anything sweary ever again. Again, I'm excited for The Good Life, and The Good Life seems pretty good so far. I just, you know, hope that if a trans character comes up in The Good Life, that it's treated well, as opposed to not treated well. Please provide backup. I can't. We're on a stakeout. What? What about Morikawa? Aren't you two partners? Go handle it as a team. He's not here. I can't get hold of him. Same as usual then, huh? Okay, fine. I'll go by myself. That sounds like a terrible fucking idea. I'm pretty sure as a cop you're literally not meant to do that. No, don't move alone. He's right. Don't do anything rash. What else am I supposed to do? There's nobody else. I've seen plenty die thanks to that kind of carelessness. I mean, do whatever you want, but you're exaggerating. Oh yeah, no, like literally the special forces people that died earlier died because of exactly that. Oh yeah, Hachisuka. Go get Big Dick. You can use him. It's better than nothing, right? That'd be better. Live in the now. I don't really get it, but whatever. Can you get hold of him? It's a weird fucking experience where I didn't even think about that. I literally just went, what shirt have I not worn for a while? So I chucked on this shirt. And, you know, it's a bit of a weird experience. I mean, it kind of makes sense because if I lift up the shirt ever so slightly, there's that at the bottom as well. But still. But still. You can get him online. Search for part-time. He's registered. Hey, I'm a casual worker. Thank you very much. I'm not up at the point. I'm not in the big leagues of part-timers yet. Jesus. Some address should be listed there too. Okay, I'll do that. You okay? Best! You get half a Buster Wolf for a you okay. I'm okay, thanks. You'd better hurry. Hey, when I fucking stream KOF next year, you're gonna hear that a lot. Also, KOF 15 comes out on my birthday. Which is pretty good. Ash Crimson's in there. I don't think I've played a single game with Ash Crimson in it because like I think Ash Crimson was like in what? Fucking it was a bit after 2000 and all my KOF experiences in like the early like 90s shit for KOF. But I've always admired Ash Crimson's design, which again, you see Ash Crimson and you see King in KOF, and it's just like they're like design-wise at least my two favorite characters, and you're just like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then there's also obviously mature Vice and Vanessa, and it's just like, yeah. Honestly, I want to design all my outfits in real life to just be like, I want to make sure whenever people look at me, I look like a KOF character. That's my entire design philosophy around what outfits I want to wear in real life. I want to look like a fucking SNK character. Why? Because to me, they're the pinnacle of style. Not all of them. Some of them look ridiculous and dumb and I don't like it, but for the most part, they look pretty good. The new girl? Oh, fantastic. The new villain girl? Oh my god. And Shunei? Ridiculous, but good. I've heard people don't like Shunei, but I don't think I've played a game with Shunei either. What was that? She seemed weird just now. I have no idea. Everything is so messed up. Probably because her partner's not around anywhere. And shit's going down. I'd be worried too. That being said, Kasabi went to Cauliflower on his own. He never went to Cauliflower, but when he was there and called in, he was on his own. So I'm not sure where Samio was at the point then. My room! Welcome to Chateau de Big Dick. Alright, got anything to... Oh, I got a secret on the wall. An explanation thing there. I'm just gonna go to the wall. Contact point. Oh, there it is. Right, it's the computers. There we go. Computer! Oh, my face is itchy. From junk@kipple.ne.jp to main character. Subject, bookmark. To main character. So how have you been? I've been watching you. I'm basically your neighbor. You could say that professionally. I'm known as the Bat. Please call me the Bat. I rather like the name. Isn't it lovely? Alright, okay. Hi, the Bat. I've been watching you from the shadows. I just wanted to say hi. Please to make your acquaintance. P.S. Do you know Tokyo Morishima? Morishima! That's it. I remember the Tokyo part. I couldn't remember the Morishima part. He's a very dangerous man. You'd be best to stay away from him. It may be an unnecessary warning, but okay. Morishima's dangerous. Is it because Morishima's like starting to be influenced by whatever the influence is that everything's happening on everyone that like we've interacted who's been around Camille in any capacity? Because I mean that was my assumption like once we got to that point after Babylon, when we were doing the first thing with Morishima is we're playing from a character's perspective who's having that presumably Camille influence starting to happen on them. Oh, there's still more stuff to do here. Okay, am I looking back at the computer? Like, I'm gonna go back onto the computer and hope that something happens. There are some moments in this game where you just kind of go back and forth in a place and you just do a bunch of stuff and then it just eventually skips through. Okay, no, so I had to walk over to the TV to get this screenshot on the TV of showing me something. If I had to have, like, a flaw with the game, that would be, like, my only real flaw so far. Is that sometimes wandering around gets a bit repetitive when nothing actually happens. Okay, a door rang. How do I answer a door? I was gonna go back to the computer. Yeah, it's these situations where you're just kind of stuck and there's a couple things to, like, move around and that's all that happens. And then it's just like, okay, what do I do to actually, like, make shit go forward? And that's where I get a bit confused of just like, okay, what do I do? I have nothing to implement. I have nothing there. Ah, it's a system. What do I do? Okay, it's these moments where I'm just like, okay. Oh, there we go. I couldn't work out where to walk into the door from. It was there. Okay. It's those moments where I'm just like, what do I do? Alright, we got those. I can speak to Hachizuka there. Can't go there. Alright. Hachizuka, sup? You seem well, huh? You have a second? Put frankly, I want your help with an investigation. Technically, I just want you to come down to the side. How about it? I'm pretty sure my character can't talk, so I'll just walk out and sit as my response of, yeah, sure. Again, I still find it wild that this is a visual novel that has a movement system of old school, like, text-based adventures. I think that's a really cool concept. Again, like, the game warned me at the start. It might take a bit of time getting used to, but trust me, it will make sense eventually. It's fine. We're heading to Typhoon. This is the apartment building for Morishima. Okay. Like, the game made it clear. The movement system is weird and stuff like that, but you'll get used to it. And I'm used to it now. It's just sometimes hard to find the spot where you've got to walk through. And I just got to pay more attention to the navigation bar to see where I can actually move. But it's still a really interesting concept of visual novel with text-based adventure movement. Again, this is a PS1 game. You do have to remember, while I'm playing this now and it's a brand new release for me on the Switch, originally a PS1 game, so that's what they did with it. It just looks like a regular apartment building, but these apartment complexes look nice. They look like fucking grey concrete slabs. Something about them is creepy. Is it the grey concrete slab part? Let's start the investigation. I'm gonna have to walk through the entire thing, just knocking the doors until I find Morishima, right? Hell yeah! Typhoon, 401. Well, we're either looking for Morishima or we're looking for the kid who was with Hikaru. Which I'm now wondering if whoever was talking to Hikaru, is that just a flashback to way in the past? That they were like friends with Hikaru and now they're just an adult living here on their own. Get to the inner garden. Go straight ahead and you'll get there. Don't waste any time. Let's hurry. Well, I gotta... There's stuff I can interact with. Say contact point. Hachizuka, 101. Nothing I can do here. Hachizuka, you wanna talk? You're in a garden, let's hurry. So we've also got to keep an eye on looking at. Apparently there's mangas that we can find, so we know that's also something we can look for. Okay, I'm not allowed to walk any further down that way. Let's continue our investigation. Nothing behind us. Nothing over here. Alright. It won't even let me walk up the stairs. As I said, there's stairs right there, but... Oh no, I can't go up the stairs. And these wireframes of this. This is good. Typhoon, 4-2. I'll go to the garden. I'll go to the garden because we'll probably have to climb up here at some point later on anyway. I imagine if we're running into Morishima, from what I can understand from the way the cutscenes are showing, he's at the very top of the building, so we'll get there eventually. Anyway, in a garden. In Typhoon Courtyard. Excuse me, could you move? Someone want to talk to me? Well, too bad I'm running. I can't run away. Alright, Kawabata. Hi there, buddy. How did it go? Aren't you a detective? Isn't this your guy's job? We got the request. All the detectives are out on bigger jobs. I see. Well, sometimes it's nice to do more low-key work like this. So what's the situation? What was the cause of death? Oh, someone's dead? Suicide? I wonder. We can't be sure, but if there was a motive from up above. Cervical fractures, complex fractures all over the body, and bruising. They'd have died instantly. Someone jumped. The ground is dirt, so the cranium is intact, but the way the bones broke, damn. Any leads on a possible murder? Any signs of a struggle? Nothing in particular. Not at this point. Okay, based on the outfit you're wearing, are you a coroner? And the coroner's got here before the detective? We're waiting on the autopsy. Okay, not a coroner, so we're waiting on an autopsy from someone else. Hey, Chizuru, what's up with Morikawa? Skipping work. Yeah, if you see him, tell him to show up once in a while. Mahjong? Yeah, he hasn't been coming around. He used to like it more than work. But now, since he has a hot partner, apparently he's really into his job now. Then why isn't he showing up to work with Hachizuka? Also, I am now once again getting yet another video game yelling the words Mahjong at me. Mahjong at me, Jesus Christ. I'm going to be memed by the fucking video games I play into learning Mahjong, and that's ridiculous. Kawabata, that's... Well, the rest is your job. Investigation depends on whether or not we find a proper motive. Got it. I'll contact you once we get the results. A rookie? Basically. I see. Well, good luck then. You too, rookie. Thanks. It says I can go forward, but it's not letting me go forward. Have we met someone before? Or is it just me? Well, try your best. H unit is full of weirdos. One chick was cute, but she does some messed up shit. I myself have dealt with some really fucked up autopsies, because those guys don't know when to stop. If you ever have any problems, come talk to me. Okay. I'm scared. It says I can move forward, but when I press forward, it's not going anywhere, and there's no contact point in front of me. Can I implement anything? I have nothing to implement, so I don't think so, I'm just gonna go back. Oh! Oh, there's cops I can talk to. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. Also nothing out of the ordinary. You say you called it in just after finding it at 4 AM. Did you see anyone in that time? Mizuguchi. No, nobody. After that, did you see anyone suspicious? I pretty much know everyone, so nobody's suspicious. Okay. Thank you for your cooperation. No problem. Morikawa! Someone decided to show up. What, it's already over? I came as fast as I could. Did you? Did you? Big dick, right? Are you taking over for me? Mizuru basically pulled you out and forced you out here, yeah? Well, she was also told to by Kasabi, but still. I guess women like the younger ones, huh? Why? Why does every single male character in this game talk about the women characters like this? What the hell? Broad's a real piece of work. Kidding, just kidding. She can hear you. It's okay. You don't have to go along with his sexual harassment. Just ignore it. You worried about me? Should I be? Doing some sort of underground job, I assume? Not even. Working part-time at a convenience store. Okay. I don't believe you, but sure. Just get on with the investigation. I know. Where's the body? They just took it. What's the word? It's looking like a suicide. We can't be sure until we get the autopsy results. So we need to finish checking the area then. What floor did he live on? The building manager says his name was Hiruma. Lived on the 3rd floor. Which room? We haven't gone in yet. Get the key from the manager. We need to check it out right away. Don't we need permission? I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Got it. Yeah, I actually have no idea. I mean, obviously different countries and different laws and everything like that everywhere. But I have no idea on the legal aspects of... I know you need a warrant to enter people's buildings, you know, unless the cops help pass laws that, you know, circumvent a person's rights and they don't need a warrant in certain situations, which the cop can just lie about, and then they say that every situation is that situation, so they never need one. But when the person's dead, I have no idea what the rules are for that. Like, in terms of... Well, rules, I should say laws. Because you can break a law easier than a rule. But I have no idea, what are the laws on entering the premises of a person who passed away? Because, like, the person can't deny it, but you still usually need a warrant for that stuff. Do they just get a warrant from, like, even though the person's passed away? I have no idea how that works. That part specifically, I have no idea. And again, they're cops, so they probably wouldn't care anyway, but still. Hey! Sorry, now I'm just thinking of the fire process. No one else to talk to? Alright. Actually, talk to Mizuguchi again. Are you a detective? Alright, that was as useful as I expected it to be. Mariko, what's up? Huh? You're still here? Thanks, you can go now. I'm here, so I'll take over. Nice work! No, I apparently joined in everywhere. Investigation isn't done yet. Fucking rookie. Fuck you. Have we met someone before, or is it just me? Try your best. I was told to go get a key from the manager. Where is the manager? I was told to get a key from a manager, so where the fuck's the manager then? Quick Google says that at least in the US, Fourth Amendment rights do not extend to the deceased. Okay. Okay. So, you know, the rest is my job. It's too dangerous for amateurs. This cop won't let me go. Would you like me to talk to you, buddy? What? Fuck you. Probably suicide happens a lot with younger guys around that age. Can I talk to you again? I saw the other cop too, but I went outside to clean up at 4 AM. I cleaned up the front and went out. Are you the manager? Oh, okay, yeah. We're just gonna talk to this dude a lot, because I guess he is the manager. I was shocked. I mean, even at my age, I never had seen a dead body before. I didn't know who it was at first. Even after calling it in, I was scared. I couldn't go near the body, but I had seen those clothes before. Of course, I realized right away that he was dead. His face was purple and blackened, so... I've contacted this dude several times over. It's like he doesn't want to talk. I didn't think it was Haruma from the 3rd floor. He was good, studious kid. Always greeted me politely. I still can't believe it. I didn't think it was Haruma for the... Oh. Well, I have nothing left to talk to about that guy with, so what? You're persistent. I'm not like Tetsu and them. This world isn't so simple. So you can go ahead and go, okay? No one's letting me! What? Amateurs need to stay the fuck back. Get the fuck out of here. Got it? I can kill your ass with no consequences. That's the kind of place this is. Go play with the fucking kid. Marikara is a stand-up dude. Stand-up dude. You do realize I'm special forces, right? Like, right? You realize who I am. The kid up above. Look up, dumbass. Press R button. Oh. Oh. I don't like it will go to a point where it's just like, look up, stupid. You told him enough and he's just literally like, just look up. I thought you meant walk up the fucking floors. Help me, help me. That's the 4th floor. Hurry to the 4th floor. Alright, now this cop's gonna let me walk past. Alright, now I can go. Let's head up to the 4th floor. Totally not gonna stop at every single door on the way past and talk to everyone while this kid is screaming, help me, in the way that all of the victims so far have been screaming. Not at all. Let's double check. Yeah, nothing past there. Can't walk around. Alright, 201. No one's home. Must be a work day. What about down here? 202? Nope, no one there. Is no one home? No one is home anywhere. Everyone has left. I'm all alone. I do have to wonder if we're gonna run into Morishima here. Okay, nothing interactive there. I'm still gonna do this for every door, just in case something happens. Just in case something happens. It won't take too long to do it for all this. So this is why the transmitter cases are gonna take way longer than the placebo ones, because you don't get the opportunity to do this in placebo, where you do very much get the opportunity to do this in transmitter. So the transmitter ones are going to be longer, because that's just how it be. All right. Now we're actually up here. Help! The kid's wearing a Gattaca shirt. Isn't Gattaca a movie? Isn't Gattaca straight up a movie? Isn't that the Gene one? One where like people don't age anymore because of something. I'm looking it up. Gattaca. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched this in high school. I'm pretty sure I watched. You know, it's literally, and yeah, that logo, it's literally Gattaca. Like, it's straight up 100%. That logo is like, you look up Gattaca on Wikipedia, and on the poster for it is that kid's fucking shirt. Film style is based on the latest for the nuclear bases in DNA. Yeah, it's genetics, yeah. Yeah, it's a full eugenics movie of doing that. And then someone has to be like, send me to space, even though my genes aren't good for it. In fact, my heart is fucked, but still send me to space. Like, you know, that's me. Yeah, no, we watched that in high school. I can't remember what year of high school, but we watched it in high school, and it was one of like the texts that we had to study and just like explain the themes in this, but not like actually analyze the text and work out what themes the text is actually trying to get across. You know, like how actual film crit does, or media crit in any capacity actually does. It was high school, like media crit. So it was, here is a theme, apply it to literally every single piece of media that we give to you, regardless of whether the theme matches or not. So you could have multiple years in a row where the theme for 1 year would be discovery, the theme for 1 year would be changing, the theme for 1 year would be belonging, and then all of those themes would be given to the exact same text for different students in different years, and results in massive source of people having zero actual media analysis abilities to work out what anything is saying, because school literally teaches it to you wrong. I got so fucking, like, even in high school, I got so fucking mad about that constantly, where I'm just like, you can't just give us a text and say, how does this text fit with this theme that we've given you? That's not how you do that. You analyze a text and work out the themes from the text, not have a theme and apply that theme to the text. That's not how that shit fucking works. It made me so fucking mad. And it made me so mad that English ended up being the fucking subject that I did the best in high school on my final results, considering it was by far the one I actively despised the most. Because it literally taught you wrong. And it made me so fucking pissed. And also, whenever I brought up racism and stuff like that, I was told to ignore it. Like, we had for 1 year where it was a current TV show on television that so many people in the country loved. And so that was 1 year, the actual thing that we were given to analyze and watch. And my analysis was, you know, it's pretty fucking racist and sexist, because this one dude plays all of the characters, and he plays a high school female at one point, and then he plays a high school islander kid at one point, and he does extremely sexist and racist depictions of those characters, and that's the premise of the show. And I pointed that out, and that was like my analysis for it, and I was told to fuck off. No, apply this thing to it, and I got big pissed. And also, basically, everyone in the class just genuinely enjoyed the show, and I was trying to point out to everyone. And again, this was like when I was in year fucking 8 or 9, and it's not like I was like really good at being able to pick up this stuff, and it's absolutely not like being that young that I also had like way more just internal racist bias, like extremely racist biases, prejudices, and beliefs, because, you know, I was young and I hadn't grown out of that shit that I had learned from society, especially this fucking society. But even at it was so blatant in this that even at that age I could tell, no, this is bad, and this is wrong, and it shouldn't be like this, and why are you all laughing at this? This is actually just fucked up. And I was told off by basically everyone in my class and the fucking teacher, and I got really fucking mad about it. I have a lot of bitterness. I have a lot of bitterness towards high school English specifically. So just seeing a child straight up wear a t-shirt of an actual fucking movie, I wonder if they have the copyright for that. I wonder if this game has the copyright for Gattaca to be allowed to show this here, or if just no one fucking cares. Yeah, no, that was specifically one of the ones that I don't remember what the theme was that we were forced to apply to Gattaca instead of acknowledging the themes of Gattaca, which is basically discrimination. Like, because the whole thing is this guy wants to go to space, but he hasn't been born with genetics purposely designed to go to space, so he basically has to lie to be allowed to go to space. So, like, it obviously comes into discrimination. And again, the movie, like, the world of the movie is literally eugenics. But no, you're not allowed to apply those things. It was, I don't remember what it was. As in high school, for the entirety of high school, no matter what text we did, like, every year you went up in high school, for that year, all the students in that year were given a theme. And that theme had to be applied to any text that you did that year. And my entire time in high school, which was 6 years, because high school in Australia is 6 years, it's grades 7 to 12. Across all of those years, we were given 4 different themes that we alternated between throughout times. I don't remember what the 4th one was, but there was discovery, change, and belonging, and then there was a 4th one. And I don't remember what that 4th one was. But there was that. Every year there'd be like one final text at the end of the year that you were told to give a different theme to, and that last theme didn't match the other ones, but it still wasn't a specific get the theme from the text and analyze it like that. It was, here is one final text, one different theme for just this one text that you do at the end of the year, and it was like way less emphasis on that. Like, you would spend significantly less time on that compared to anything else. It was like absolutely subsidiary to anything else that you would do. And then the final test for each year would be do an essay on the main text that you read for the year based on that one theme, write your own short story about that uses the theme for the major one that you did, and then also do a much shorter essay on your final text, and that has a different theme to it. But they got a bit more specific. Like, for my year 12 one, I just distinctly remember the theme for the secondary text was globalization. So it was something that was a little bit more specific than change or belonging or discovery. And I didn't read mine, so I chose my text in my final essay to be Wikipedia. Because apparently some schools for that text for globalization, they did Wikipedia. And that's kind of why I absolutely nailed it, because I bullshitted about how Wikipedia shows off globalization, and it was not at all what I went into that exam preparing for, and I literally didn't read my major work, but I fucking nailed that essay. And then I nailed the essay for the actual major text because I actually cared about it, because it was The Crucible, and we did the play for The Crucible, and I played the main character, Proctor, when we read it out in class, and I actually cared about it, and I actually did well for it. The theme was still just one of those bullshit ones. I think the theme specifically for year 12 for us was change, and it's like, how does The Crucible reflects the theme of change? So you still had to bullshit and just not actually pull any of the text from what The Crucible actually is about, but still. Anyway, let's talk to Gattaca Kid. Let's talk to Gattaca Kid instead of me complaining about high school English again, because I could do that for several hours if I wanted to, because I fucking hated it. So this is definitely the kid that we saw at the beginning of this. Help Hikaru. Please help Hikaru. Oh, we're just straight back at the HQ. Okay. We spoke to the kid and we immediately come back to the HQ. Okay. Have we spent this entire game in Ward 24? I think we have. Like, everywhere that we go, all of it's within the 24th Ward, right? I think so. Maybe different areas, but I'm pretty sure they've all been in Ward 24. Huh? We're at Tetsu and Sumio. On a stakeout. A stakeout this whole time? Didn't they start like 3 days ago? Technically, it was 4.5 days ago. It's not just our unit. The whole department is on this investigation. Is it that big of a job? What the hell? You know what's going on, right? Of course. So what is it? Morikawa, you've got a big mouth, don't you? I can't tell someone like that. You Department of Intelligence guys are real dicks, huh? Same as the regional agents. Same deal. Everyone hates us both. Don't equate us with you guys. You carrier types are just jealous. With the key to the silver case. Hey Naka, you trying to pick a fight? No, pissing people off is my job. Whatever. I just need to ask the boss. I don't think the boss knows anything. Why not? It's under Central's commands. Technically, it falls under our jurisdiction, so... Central? Moving the pieces in the background? Naka, you gathering info? Well, I am helping, yeah. Give us some info then. Well, it depends on the situation. Come on, don't forget that we're all friends here. Friends. Morikawa, you're the last person I want to hear that from. Also, the frame rate of the game is dying. Yeah, I guess you're right. So anyways, why is that guy here? Big dick. Looks like the boss called him out. Apparently he's getting this case. That better be all. I like how they just found me. They just found me in Special Forces. Just being, all of us just being fucking torn apart by seemingly a Yame. And they've now just adopted me, and I'm now just part of the crew. I am now just part of the crew that everyone is here with to talk with and stuff. I am now just part of the crew helping with this investigation. Also, why is the frame rate so specifically bad here? This is the first time that in this entire game that the frame rate has been like this. And it's a bit weird. Wait, is this the boss? I can't do it. Can't do what? Yeah, Kodabiki. I think this is the boss. Trust him. I can't trust my partner. Is that the reason why? The reason. Do I even need any more reasons? Partners who can't trust each other hurt the investigation. I'm requesting reassignment. For who? Boss, do you understand me? Of course I mean Morikawa. Please reassign Morikawa. I've got Morikawa on another investigation. You still want reassignment? I haven't heard anything about that. There are some things I can't tell you. No one can tell anyone about anything. I don't think so. I'm his partner. I guess so. Okay, reassignment it is then. Thank you. Leave them here. Leave what? Your gun and badge. She's the one who's getting reassigned. Leave them here and get the fuck out. Me? Yeah. Why? I only need agents who can get the job done. Can you tell me you're better at your job than Morikawa? I have no need for people who can't trust their friends. Whatever his background might be, is this not the time to trust him? Boss, your words and your actions, the way you think, it's about time you rethought all of it. I mean, I don't trust Morikawa. He acts like a fucking asshole. What do you mean? You've been here a year. I let you in a recommendation from the mayor, but maybe he's gone senile. You can't see reality with just pride. We don't need forensic investigation here. You need to understand that the times are changing. I understand. I'll think about it and give you my reply. Think long and hard. Don't worry about the time. If you see your father, tell him I said hi. Excuse me? Hachizuka. There's no need to rush it. Shit's going down. Internally, at least. Morikawa! You're all flushed? What's up? I'm sick of this. How come you're allowed to work the way you do? Did the boss say something? He says you're better at your job than me, and that the way I think is the problem. Isn't that the truth? You serious? How can you say that when you shirk your responsibilities in the field? Morikawa literally open stated to me, a member of Special Forces, that he could kill me without, like, any consequences because I wasn't sure what to do when I've also am someone who they've stated before is like mentally shocked from what happened before. My character can't talk. I don't trust fucking Morikawa. Why? I have my own way of investigating. A career's hope like you can't do it. This is my investigation. Don't come in and start bitching. We're no longer partners, got it? Well, what a shame. Breaking up with the starlet of the HC unit. I'll be so lonely. I don't know if I can take the solitude. What is your problem? Are you that dissatisfied? Do you want to work with me? Then don't treat me like a sidekick. I don't waste time investigating like you do. Really? What can you do without wannabe profiling shit? It's the real thing. Don't underestimate the deeper side of crime. Data is the most crucial evidence of all. You're saying that because of your pride as a career type? I mean, yeah, normally when we talk to Hachizuka, she's on comms, like, back here, talking to us about stuff. And I think, from memory, she's mostly been right when she's done that. Yeah, Mariko was a dick. Fuck this guy. I'm saying it as a professional career woman. What a fucking joke. The way you geezers investigate is old. Profiling has been reduced to a media relations thing. That's the truth. Nowadays, with criminal cases getting worse and worse, it just isn't useful now. Hachizuka, you understand that, right? You better get out of here before that pride of yours gets destroyed. I mean, I'm not someone who's saying that data is perfect. I'm just saying that, you know, so far she's been right, I think. Other than the fact that she knows, you know, shot. But also, Morikawa was a fucking asshole. These days, profiling is archaic. It's obvious which is old, isn't it? Fine. I'll investigate my way. I'll find out what really happened in that apartment. I'll find the answers you can't. I hope they both fail, honestly. It was suicide. What fucking answers? Did you even wait for the autopsy report to tell you that? Loopy broad. Do whatever. Morikawa. I don't care what you do in private, but please keep romance out of the workplace. Naka, what the... Me? It looks like a lover's call to me. No, it isn't very pretty. Me and Jizuru? Are you misunderstanding something? If that's the case, then that's fine. But it feels like the remnants of sex are in the air. Ah, my favorite Danganronpa villains. The remnants of sex. What the hell are you on about, Naka? You're imagining this bullshit. Naka, you kind of fucked up. Really? My instincts are generally pretty spot on with this kind of thing. I question you. What makes you think so? I was an undercover specialist in the Department of Intelligence. So I've broken up plenty of love affairs. So you're actually a hard worker, huh? Yeah, I'm kind of a social outcast, so I can start up my own private detective agency anytime. So I think this dude runs data collection too. Like, he does all the research and shit. He doesn't go out and do anything like that. So it's weird that he's talking so much mad shit about Hachizuka as well, considering her thing is also using data to analyze, like, the crimes and stuff. Again, I'm not saying which one is better or worse. I don't know enough about the topic, but it is interesting that I don't know how much different, like, Naka's job is actually compared to hers. That's scary. I'll be careful, Naka. You're actually in love with Chizuru, aren't you? No, I'm only into younger girls. Okay, maybe I really fucking hate this dude, depending on what he means by that. Oh, okay then. I can imagine. I might really fucking hate Naka, depending on what he fucking means by that. Could very easily go very, very bad. Where are we? Oh, we got into the talkie room. Yes, the official name for the interrogation rooms, the talkie rooms. Talk. Alright, I'm gonna regret this, but let's talk to Morikawa again. Big Dick, the boss is calling. Alright. Alright, we're in here. Have a seat. Good work on the Kamui case. Looks like your cooperation was key to cracking it. Why do you all treat me like I work here? I work in Special Forces. I want to thank you on behalf of all of us. I mean, I helped bring the person in here to lead to someone else get shot. I mean, I guess I also helped find her in the shelters, but also Samia was there before I was, so I don't know. Boss, let's get down to business. Insert Eminem reference. Alright, I'll be frank. No, you got a Buki. I'm designating you Heinous Crimes Unit Special Agent, but whether or not to accept it is up to you. Are you allowed to do that? If I work Special Forces, can you just say, I'm pinching you? Like, I mean, I guess my entire team is dead. Well, 2 of them are dead, and one of them's, like, and the boss is in, like, Natsumi. He's in a coma or something. Do you want the position? Decide now. You've been scouted. That happens a lot here. Everyone here was scouted by the boss. From what I've seen, I don't think you'd be able to live outside of this world. You could say you're built almost like a criminal. Tell me if you have any reason to turn this down. That means you'll be living in this world now. That get your stomach all upset? I was literally Special Forces. There's one way to turn it down. Right here and now, the Firebird Splash. Do it. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna quickly Google it. I like the idea of it. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of times that we talk about where my character's name, you know, my name, comes up a lot to something similar like that. Firebird sounds like a Phoenix thing. Firebird Splash. I'm gonna name a cocktail that. It's a wrestling technique, apparently. It's apparently a wrestling technique. That sounds pretty fucking badass. I'm gonna leave this page open because I absolutely want to call it. Is there a Firebird Splash cocktail? Well, there's a cocktail that's just called a Firebird. And I like the idea of that because a Firebird just means a phoenix. And as we were discussing in the other Yakuza stream, if I was to get a back tattoo like a Yakuza, I would get a phoenix. Because, you know, I can't be anything other than a cliche and stereotype and over-exaggeration of myself. It is impossible for me to be anything else. I mean, for fuck's sakes, if you've been watching this LP, you know what my name is, and there's also that on there. Which that, by the way, is also a patch that I have on the back of my work jacket. Because, again, I am nothing but if not a cliche of myself. Also, on another note, I'm dyeing my hair tomorrow, so it's going to be an even brighter red. So, you know. I'm really leaning into it as much as I possibly can. What do you say? Why is it that the only way I'm allowed to turn down a job is to do a wrestling technique? I don't think this is how job interviews go. I don't think job interviews are, if you don't want this job, perform a wrestling move. I don't think that's how they work. I mean, like, I've only ever worked in news agencies, so maybe the interviews are slightly different when you work in police work and stuff like that. But I've never had an interview where it's just like, if you don't perform like a fucking RKO on me right now, you are forced to work. Like, I've never had that situation happen to me before. Like, it's not a situation I've been in. Maybe I'm not well lived in the world enough to like understand that's how the world works. But so far in my personal sheltered life, it's not come up. We're buddies now. I don't want to be buddies with you, Morikawa. You're an asshole. I fished you off before, but let's forget about all that now. You threatened to kill me because I didn't know how to look up, or I didn't know I was meant to look up. I was told to go to the 3rd floor, so that's what I tried to do. And because I tried to do what I was told to do, you threatened to murder me. Looking forward to working with you. I'm not. You've just started, but the case of that apartment complex. Take over the case with Morikawa. Morikawa's already investigating. Big dick, you give him support. What's the situation? I've checked out all the background info. The victim, Kenichi Hirumi, didn't have any clear motivation to kill himself. I'm treating it as a homicide. The way he was literally just saying it to fucking, what's her name? I've already forgotten her name. Chizuru. I'm thinking of Chizuru, but I can't remember her fucking actual. Hachizuka. Literally just said to Hachizuka, it was obviously a suicide. He's being an asshole. Don't let anything get by you. What about Hachizuka's report? Still the same. Go easy on her. How's the crime? You literally said to her that you were gonna fire her because she wanted to be around a dick. You're all just fucking sexist pigs. That's what I think I'm learning here. How's the crime scene? It didn't look like a suicide after all. Why not? Just my gut feeling. That's good. But don't rely on that too much. I'll be careful. Help Hikaru. What about this? Boss, have a look. This is what I was given by the kid. by Gattaca Kid. The kid living in those apartments, I'm just going to call him Gattaca. I'm just going to call the kid Gattaca until proven otherwise. He was speaking from his balcony. That kid, huh? Big dick. Keep in contact with Gattaca. He may prove to be a crucial witness. This game's going in a weird turn when I'm calling characters Big Dick and Gattaca. What about this Hikaru? Help, huh? Morikawa, look into this too. Got it. What about the silver case investigation? Nothing new to report. If it's something small, it's fine. Make sure to keep delivering your reports. I'm counting on you. So we're still investigating shit with Kamui. We're still looking into that. I mean, the silver case, from what I understand, was the one that happened before when Kamui was first locked up. And we're just calling this one where he got out right now the Kamui case. But they're referring to it specifically as the silver case. Or did he just say Kamui case? I don't know, I'm getting confused. But still. Alright, Naka, what's up? I don't like being obstructed. I don't like how the chief director thinks. You have anything else to complain about? What? Talk to me more. Stay out of my way. Big Dick, let's go. It's officially your first job. I've done so much for you all already. First, fuck y'all. So I'm now just browsing the offices. Hey, I work here now. I want to get a lay of the land, you know? Alright, let's leave. Yeah, I guess my entire squad of special forces got wiped out, so I guess I work here now. Because I don't know how to do wrestling moves. They keep showing me this map shit, and I can say I'm going to Typhoon, so I know where I'm going. But I am absolutely not learning in any capacity where any of these places are in relation to each other by looking at those maps. If the game wants me to learn that, then I'm sorry, but I can't. There's not enough detail on those maps for me to learn where anything actually is in relation to each other. I like how no matter what time of day it is in this video game, the moon is always a full moon everywhere. The moon doesn't even go in phases where it's like a new moon, a full moon, a half moon, quarter moon, rising crescent, or whatever the fuck they're called, and everything like that. Every single day, no matter what time of day it is, there is a full fucking moon in the sky at all times. And it's always the beginning of the establishing shot for every location we go to. Sorry, Big Dick, but I'll leave this to you. Go deal with the boy. Chase down any leads you may get. I got some minor business to attend to. Once again, I feel like you're not doing your job. I'm taking the car. Sorry, but get a cab or something. I immensely do not like Morikawa. So I think Kasabi is a dick, but at least he usually tries to help. Like, he acts like a dick, but he's usually helpful or shit like that. He just talks like an asshole. Morikawa seems to be actually just a piece of shit. Or at least so far, that is the impression that I'm getting. Morikawa is actually just a piece of shit. Like, Kasabi talks like a piece of shit, but he does try to at least be helpful or not purposely awful. No one wants to talk to me. I'm so lonely. No one wants to talk to me. Someone answer a fucking door or I will find another victim in this place and I will Firebird special them off the building. Just like I did to the person who died, whose name I've already forgot. I was brain saying Hikaru, but that's the kid we're meant to be helping. But it was a different H name, and I'm now forgetting what the name was. Yeah, you thought it was suicide? Nah, Firebird special, bitch. Boom, wrestling moves off a balcony. All right, I'm gonna not go down this way first, because I want to explore the rest of the building first, and that's where the kid is. Wait, no, the kid was on the 4th floor. I need to check out, no, the apartment that the dude lived in. Firebird special victim. They're on the 3rd floor. So I don't have to look at all these. There might be someone who'll answer the door. Apparently, still no one is home. We've driven between here and the office and back, and no one has come home from work yet. Or the lease prices in this place are way too expensive and no one lives there. It's one or the other. It is one or the other. No other options. Also, I'm noticing based on the structure of this building, it seems like every single person who lives here has a front and a back balcony. Because they've clearly got the back balconies because, you know, that's where the Firebird special happened. And they have the front balconies because we can see it when we walk up there. It honestly looks like The people who live here must have fancy fucking lives. Or at least this must be a decently expensive building, because everyone has a front and a back balcony. I've never lived in a place with that. I've lived in apartment complexes before. I live in one right now. I have a front balcony, and it's tiny as shit. We don't have a back balcony. I mean, I've got a window there, and it looks out into a parking lot. So if someone's getting into their cars, they can see directly into their window and see me getting changed and shit. I'm not allowed to go up higher. I can't go see Morishima, damn. But I'm not even joking. It's literally like, I'm on the 3rd floor of my building. But like, the windowsill of my window is maybe 3 or 4 inches lower than the wall on the parking lot that is about 5 meters across from my window. So if someone's getting into their car, the wall's low enough there that they can see above the wall, and it's like a direct line of sight from there into here. It's kind of ridiculous. I've been catcalled through the window. I've literally had people out there in a parking lot, like, shout at me about just like, hey babe, like I've literally had that happen, and it's just like, I don't want the first time that I'm ever catcalled to be while I'm in my fucking bedroom, but I appreciate the compliment. I mean, no, I don't, but like, it's slightly validating. It's slightly validating, but it's way creepier. You came! No, they were just screaming stuff at me. That didn't... Probably not what the kid meant. Please, come on in. It's a bit messy, but come on in. We're gonna find out this kid is the only person who lives here, aren't we? Is it loading into their room, or are we going back somewhere else? We're at the Yukimura Villa. Expensive housing area. 10 a.m. I've lost track of the days, by the way. I have no idea what time it is. Oh, no, wait, the stakeout. This is where, Kasabi's service. And I think fucking asleep. I ended up hitting the jackpot. Man, it was awesome. I feel like getting an electric shock all through my body. Like some sort of sixth sense, you know? It must be some kind of superpower. So I guess that means I'm a superhero then, huh? What's Kasabi on about? This is very unlike Kasabi. Right, Samio? So that means you got a superhero for a partner. Must be sweet. Even in the face of certain death, I can use my, cinemakinesis? Cinemakinesis? What? That's telekinesis. Yawn. I'm so sleepy. Concentrate on your job. I mean, when we were on top of Cauliflower, didn't Kasabi literally from down on the ground shoot the dude in the head? Or did Kasabi come up the building and shoot the dude while we're up there? I can't remember. I can't remember whether Kasabi was still on the ground and just shot the dude on the top of the roof in the head. Or whether he just came up behind us and then shot the dude in the head. I don't remember which way it went. Concentrate on your job. You've been slacking a bit recently, huh? Says the dude lying down. What, you pick up a bit of know-how and think you're a veteran now? Ha, don't make me laugh. That's why you kids these days are shit. I'm 26. I'm not exactly a kid. Oh shit. Is that the only excuse you got? The only real shit you've seen is a bunch of kids play. They were pointing guns at each other. That's a little bit something. I'd say it's 6 cups of sugary coffee. 1 cup for adjustment. 2 cups for a slight tweak. 3 cups for your youth. 4 cups for diabetes. 5 cups to get back to reality. And 6 cups to get defiant. What are you on about, dude? What the fuck are you on about? Basically, just a load of shit. Well, if you have 6 coffees, then yes, you will be taking a load of shit, because I'm pretty sure it's a diuretic. Tattoo. What? You're super bored, aren't you? Yeah. He's literally just lying down half asleep, just talking some bullshit about just drinking all this coffee, and Samia's just like, yeah, this is fucking boring as shit, Jesus Christ. So even in just those situations where they're just talking a bunch of bullshit to each other, the writing of the dialogue is still... I don't know if cryptic is the right word, and I don't know if stilted's the right word, but there's a definite certain air to the way dialogue is written in this game that if you're watching, you're picking up on what I mean. I don't know the right way to phrase it, But there's absolutely a certain air to it, and when they're talking about mysteries or intrigue and stuff like that, that same dialogue makes it, like, it's a bit more confusing what's going on. But when they're just talking shit to each other, it's also just, they're just talking weird to each other. And I kind of dig it. Alright, so apparently this is Geeky Kid's house. And I'm not allowed to go anywhere in there. I can look up. Okay, there's nothing up there. I was about to say, look up. Looks like we're up high. Alright, we've got a bunch of lockers at the front. I guess they're shoe lockers. A very, very quaint kitchen. To the point where it doesn't even have a stovetop or anything. It's just a sink. I don't know how much cooking you can do when you've only got a sink. But, you know, we'll roll with it. There's a TV being creepy as shit. There's the kid there. Can I? Yeah, I can continue walking. Damn, they got a music room with just massive boombox speakers and everything. Hell yeah. Sorry, kid, I know we can talk, but I'm gonna explore your entire fucking house first. Why? Because I can. I swear that screenshot that is on that desk, I swear I've seen that before. My brain wants to say, in the image for, like, how to play the Kill of the Past series, my brain wants to say, that image is used to show Flower, Sun, and Rain. I'm pretty sure that's the image, like, that image is from Flower, Sun, and Rain in the, thing that shows you how, like, what order to play them all in. Also, hey! You only get a slight glimpse of it in the corner, but hey, look, you got all the figurines on there. Nice. The top of the cabinet in my room at the moment has a bunch of Labo up there. But it turns out a lot of that Labo is broken because the rubber bands are old as shit and they're all broken, which is why I haven't gone back to do the Labo vehicle adventure. I literally tried to do that the other, like a few weeks ago, and I couldn't because all the rubber bands are broken. So I'm probably gonna keep some, like, I might keep the robot kit because I don't think the robot kit has any rubber bands. It's only ropes, and it's the biggest one. So I might get rid of that. Like, I'll probably keep that one, but a lot of them I'm probably gonna get rid of because they're probably not gonna be functional anymore. And then I'll start putting some figurines up there. But also not gonna do that, need some lighting because it's like at the very top. I've got a giant TV unit that I, like, have hobbled together out of different things, and it's what's in front of me, and it's cool, and there's a lot of, like, and it's massive and fuck off huge, and I do really like it. But also, as it's my entire setup, including my TV, and all display things for games and stuff, I can't put as much on there as I want to. If I move into my own place and I don't have to store my games on that, and I have separate cupboards for that, it's going to look fantastic. But basically, I've only got a Kyoko, Valstrax, and Marie anime figures. And that kid's got 4 and he's beating me, and that makes me very upset. I mean, I've also got a little Paper Mario diagram, and I've also got the Gay Pride Lego one, and a couple of amiibos over there. But still, it's mainly video games and broken Labo at this point. Basically, Koichi here is doing way better than I am in terms of stuff. He's got a whole bunch of Gumplers on his shelf. I don't have any of them. Not that, you know, I've watched any form of Gundam in any capacity, unless you count Gurren Lagann, which I don't even think you would. I guess that's more mecha than specifically Gundam. Is Gundam good? I know some people who are, like, diehard into Gundam and they, like, love Gundam so much. Is Gundam good? Like, from my understanding, Gundam is also just, like, a massive intent. Like, actually, I think Gundam's a specific brand or series, so it's a, like, Gundam's not, like, a genre, it's a specific series that has a whole bunch of spin-offs and, like, stuff like that. So, I guess, yeah, it comes under the category of mecha, and so would Gurren Lagann. But it's, yeah. But yeah, is Gundam good? From my understanding, it is ridiculously complex, and there's so much to it. Is it good? I mean, if it's a series that's massive and complex for stuff that I have to watch, I'm not going to get into it. I struggle watching a full single series thing that finishes then. I'm still yet to start watching Cowboy Bebop, even though that is the next list of shows that I have on my list. And that's been on there for like a year. So me trying to get into all of Gundam is never going to happen, but still. Is Gundam good? Depends on exactly which series you watch, to my understanding. So I think every series is pretty self-contained. Oh, okay. That helps a lot, actually. Like, people are just like, yo, you should watch One Piece or Naruto. They're really fun. And I'm just like, that is 600 episodes of a continuous story. I'll pass, thank you. If I'm going to have that much shit of a continuous story, it better be a fucking video game. Because I care more about video games than enjoying long series in video games. I cannot watch something that is that long for a single story. The only reason I can watch all of JoJo is because it has different parts. If all of JoJo was the exact same storyline or the exact same, like, cast of characters for the entire thing, I would not be watching. I would have dropped JoJo beforehand. But it's different every time, so it's good. Honestly, it's the biggest reason why I don't watch a lot of Western stuff anymore. Like, people talk about the MCU and how much they love the MCU, and I'm just like, I cannot possibly in my life dedicate that much time and effort to understanding this one long storyline across 22 different movies. If they're games, maybe. Actually, if they're games, probably. Because literally the whole point of my channel is I'm literally playing this to play all of the fucking like all the things that are like, I'm not just doing No More Heroes, I'm doing all the shit like this for Kill the Past. And I've literally been working through like, you know, all of Danganronpa and Kingdom Hearts, and I'm currently doing like all of Yakuza, and I will eventually be doing all of Metal Gear. But I can do that shit with games. I can't do that shit with anime or movies or anything like that. And then there are connections between several of them. For the most part, they each have their own cast. It sounds like JoJo parts. It may actually be worth it. It's sounding like JoJo parts. It might be good. Like, you can't tell me to go watch fucking 1,000 episodes of One Piece when it's the same main characters and everything for the entire time. I can't fucking do that. I will get bored. I get very bored watching things compared to playing them. Like, it's just... That's why I don't like movies. I don't like movies because they're 2 hours long usually. I can't watch a movie for 2 hours straight. I can't do that. I can play a video game for like 10 hours straight. I can't watch a movie for 2. I need to interact with it. I think there's even less connection between Gundam series and JoJo parts, and I'm not 100% sure on that. Jesus! Wow. The connection between JoJo parts is like one character per series. That's fucking intense. The only one I ever watched was G Gundam, and that one was good, cheesy fun. I don't even remember if it's... No, I'm thinking of Kamen Rider. I'm thinking of the one that best friends were talking about of Kamen Rider, where there's like one series that's entirely based on fruit. But I think that's Kamen Rider. And the other one that I hear about is whenever Gundam comes up on Twitter, if people are talking mad shit about it, I think it's Gundam Seed Destiny. It's like apparently the worst fucking shit in the world. I hope you don't mind. This is all I have. Does this kid live on your own? Also, hey, green tea. You know, I've got my own green tea here. Apple cider. You know, green tea. Is it to help Hikaru? I want you to find him, Hikaru. That's all the kid's gonna talk about, isn't it? He disappeared. We always used to play together, but all of a sudden he just disappeared. Nobody else has noticed. Everyone in my class just totally forgot about Hikaru. Forgot? That's a concern. Isn't that mean? So I thought about it, and something definitely fishy. Everyone's plotting something. They took Hikaru and hid him somewhere. That has to be it. Everyone hates Hikaru for being an outsider. Hikaru was getting bullied a lot. Everyone always does that, the transfer students. When I was in 2nd grade, I transferred here too. For my first year, nobody would even talk to me. Same thing happened to Hikaru too. So I'm protecting him. Oh, my neck is so fucking... ugh, today. So everyone doesn't bully him. Kojima and Nakayo are really mean guys. So I'm sure they planned something. They wanted to bully Hikaru even more. I won't let them get away with it. My mom? She's at work. I was about to say, we've only seen you on your own before. She does a grown-up job. That immediately implies, with the way that it's got quotes around it, that she's a sex worker. So I'm always by myself at night. She's absolutely a sex worker. It's not lonely. I cried a lot when I was small, but now I like being alone. But I have Hikaru right next door, so it's really fun. He always plays the songs I like. Hikaru's room is on the other side of this hall, so if he turns up, I can hear. We played a lot. Oh, look at them running around the fountain. I was always with Hikaru. We found fun places. It's complicated. Hikaru's house is, too. Hikaru moved here about a year ago. He parked in the parking lot in a foreign car. Hikaru's mum's boyfriend was driving the car. And the three of them moved in. Even then, Hikaru seemed really lonely. I think it was because he didn't like his mum's boyfriends. I know how he feels. I mean, this sounds like a stepfather situation, and yeah, I know how that goes in media. Mum's boyfriends can be good guys, but some of them are really mean and violent. Mum's boyfriends, yeah, she's absolutely a sex worker. But since they're stronger, you can't fight back. I think Hikaru must have felt the same way. Yeah, that was it. Both my house and Hikaru's house only have a mum and a kid. But I've been telling Hikaru, it's nothing to be ashamed of at all. Even if people say mean things, just ignore them and keep going. Well, damn, you're a mature kid. You agree, don't you? People don't need to feel sorry for us. And I was actually very similar to my situation in primary school. My parents split up when I was like 5. So I think like my parents may have been together when I started school and not... actually, no, because I started at one school, my parents split up, and then like my second term of school, I went to a different school because my mum had moved. So it was like super early that my parents split up, and for most of primary school, my parents were split up and no one else's parents were. So there was definitely kids who tried to like mock me for that, and I was just like, why does it matter? My parents don't like each other, and now they're both happy, and now that they don't have to be around each other because they don't like each other. Why is that a bad thing? And then I got to high school, and then a lot of people I knew in high school had their parents started splitting up in high school, and then they all started blaming themselves for it. And I'm just like, yo, as someone who went through that shit when I was much younger, don't fucking blame yourself for it. And when your parents are trying to do that, they're a fucking asshole. The first time I met Hikaru was when he came to my house to say hi after he moved here. He looked really embarrassed and was hiding behind his mom. I thought he looked so cute somehow. It turned out he was the same age as me and lives in the same district. So I told him we'd go to the same school. I said, I hope we're in the same class. Then Hikaru smiled. I'm getting phone calls from work. I'll be back. We're back. My computer's loud. Yelling at me about my phone being plugged in. Sorry. The door at work is not working properly, so I had to guide her how to get the door to work properly. Because it's been fucked lately. Anyway, he laughed like a frog. Ribbit. I don't remember much after that, but we played together. It's the shrine. And look at these FMVs filmed from the 90s. Hell yeah. Again, if you're wondering why any of the graphical quality of FMVs is low, do keep in mind, PS1 game. I told him all about these apartments, like the baker, and I introduced him to the guy on the second floor. We ran around the building together. Oh yeah! I'll tell you our secret. You know the parking lot down there? There's a secret base there. We tried lots of times and failed a lot, but we finally finished our first secret base. Secret base? Is this the parking lot that Morishima is able to look at from his window? Because I thought it was a playground. Hey Hikaru, look at this. What? This here. Wow, cool! It's a secret robot base. Wow, this is so cool. It's the special edition of TV Dream. Did you buy it, Koichi? Yeah, I'll lend it to you. So this is the kid that had a Gattaca shirt, so it could very possibly be this is also a real thing. Really? For reals? Also, I have a plan. What is it? We're gonna build a secret base, just like the robot one. A secret base? Yeah, our own secret base. Wow, that's so cool. Let's do it. You're in charge of the blueprints. I'll be in charge of construction. Yeah, let's do it. I'll check out TV Dream for ideas. Yeah, okay, then I'll gather materials for the base. Okay, I'll start designing it. Hey, when do we start? Right away! Okay, let's get it started. You're just forcing your friend to build a base, or to draw up blueprints for a base. Isn't it cool? But it always gets broken. So, we made a second secret base, but I can't tell you about that one. Are you gonna come again tomorrow? I'm gonna make sure to find the guy who did it. So help me with my investigation, okay? I need a really good assistant. Otherwise, I won't be able to help Hikaru. Promise, okay? I'll be waiting here. My mom is gonna come home, so you should hurry and go. Okay. Have fun with your secret base. And apparently I have to come by tomorrow as well. It very much seems like we're, getting slightly sidetracked from the guy who killed himself here, but you know. Or was killed here, either way. Help Koichi. That's Hikaru. You can tell by the bowl cut. That's Hikaru. Help Koichi. I still am unsure whether supernatural shit is actually happening in this game or not. That's always the best vibe when you're going through a game. And I mean that legitimately. I kind of adore it when it's hard to tell whether shit's supernatural or not. Like, it feels like supernatural stuff's happening in this, but it could also just be the presentation of the game's, like, designed to be weird. It could also just be that. Anyway, back to the stakeout, bros. Tatsu, you know something, right? Also, there's a dude right there. You're staking out, ain't meant to be. Look at that dude. 50,000. Tatsu, you listening? 50,000, shut the fuck up. 50,000 from what? This, sprite over. A horse? What the fuck am I supposed to do for this month? Huh? What the hell am I supposed to tell a Cammy? Samia, what day is it today? July 3rd. Okay, so we're quite a bit past when the Ayame stuff happened, because that was April. 3rd? We just got paid. 22 more days. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Oh, Jesus, you get paid every fucking 3 weeks? Oh, God, I hated getting paid fortnightly at previous fucking jobs. God, that would... Oh, worst. The worst. The worst. I get paid weekly now, and it's the best thing. It's so much easier to manage your finances when you get paid fucking weekly. What am I gonna do? That's, not really my... I had a bad feeling about it. The name's Sprite Over. You know, so no being accounting, right? That fucking idiot told me. Said he had a lead. Said the Sabaki Syndicate had fixed him. I mean, it makes sense if you think about it, right? How else is that fucking idiot supposed to win? Digital check on the best 9. That's what I thought. I fucking knew it. Well, you believed him, yeah? So what are you gonna do for the rest of the month? Sumio, don't say shit. Just ask for help. Just let me some cash. No! Come on, buddy. Buddy? Really? I said the magic word. Please, try asking someone else. Check with Nakatagawa over the radio or something. That guy's rolling in it. Our boss is rich as fuck. Show Naka that I'm weak? What the fuck am I supposed to ask a bitchy little queen like that to lend me money? Also, there's a dude there. Is that dude important? Hey, Naka! Tetsu says he wants to talk to you about something. Here, I'll turn it over to him. What the fuck you doing, man? Come on. Naka? Sorry, I know you're busy. I'm gonna ask you straight up. Can you lend me some cash? Yeah, 50,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, by the way. To just be like, yo, can I borrow? I know it's not $50,000. It's yen. I know. But still, 500 bucks if you want to just take off the 2 zeros, like the lazy conversion is, which is usually close enough. It's still a lot of money to just be like, yo, I need 500 bucks because I lost it on fucking horse racing. It's still a lot of money to just be straight up ask, yo, I need a lot of money. All right, let's fucking on with my computer. Do I have any more emails mailed to the protagonist? From Postmodern, do all, subject warning. Room's bugged, be careful. Helpful. What room? Face isn't lighting up today. On the TV. Also, what room's bugged? Alright, I can't go into this door. It's this door here. There we go. I remember what I'm doing. So we're just heading back to Typhoon. Are we just heading straight back to Typhoon and we're just seeing the kid again? It looks like we're going to head straight back to Typhoon to see the kid again. Our investigation is talk to this kid several days in a row. Fucking anything else doesn't matter. Same day. Typhoon Apartments. I mean, I know we were told to look into the kid and stuff like that, but still, a dude did kill himself here, and I feel like we've just kind of dropped that, even though we think it's homicide. Also, once again, brand new day, massive full moon. Brand new day, moon, full as dicks. Scientific term. I studied astrophysics, so you know that I'm being correct. When a moon is that big, it's called a moon that is full as dicks. Based on the astrophysicists of the past Dick Shitfullion, who discovered the full moon back in when he did it. What? Dear Detective. Is that meant to be me or is that meant to be someone else? It looks more like Morikawa with the messy hair and glasses, but yeah. Okay, there's a key in a garden with a rubbish bin, and there's a syringe, and okay. You got a code! I got a child's drawing, but am I still not allowed upstairs because there is an active warning against Morishima? Yep. I'm still not allowed up near Morishima. We're pretty sure he's on the 5th floor. Because I'm pretty sure he's like 1 floor up and like when we zoom into his apartment, he's like the first door on the, well, when we walk out onto there. Like he's that side the first door. From what I can understand. Oh, goodness. Ow. Oh, my neck is so fucked today. Some days my neck is, like, really bad. Some days my neck is fine. But it's just, oh. Some days my neck is just really stiff. It feels like it wants to crack. And the muscles are all tense as shit in it. And it's just, oh, God. I cannot find a way to sleep that doesn't hurt my neck in some capacity. Some days I just wake up and it happens to be fine. Today was not one of those days. I also don't know how much streaming influences it because I am sitting upright relatively and I'm talking the whole time, so my throat's vibrating the entire time. I have no idea how much that has to do with it. It's locked. Can I fuck with it? Okay. So the thing is, I need to find what I can fuck with. You know what I didn't try and do? I didn't try to go into his room. I don't think I tried to go into the room. Maybe I can go into the room and it will do some stuff. I'll be back once again, getting a phone call. We're back again. All right, so go back to the map for a second. Okay. Grumpy Man gets key. We water a flower, put the flower into the trash can, and we get the needle, and that does... Like, I can see that and I can understand stuff. The issue is where am I meant to use this? That's what I'm not understanding. I just want to go back to his door, which unfortunately I have to go through several loading screens to get up to the fourth floor. I never tried to go into his room. So can I do that? No, it won't let me into the room. Okay. I am unable to go into the room. So I do have to go somewhere else for this. So the question is, where do I go? Like, I get what I meant to do in sense of, I understand I meant to use that code to get to, like, find a key to unlock stuff. I get that. The issue that I'm having right now is, where do I use that to begin with? Like, the only place I've found so far that I can explore in Typhoon is the outside of everyone's apartment blocks. Like, I've not seen a garden where I can use a watering can or anything, so... So I'm just gonna fuck with everyone's doorbells and see if we can find anything else. Like, if I could go to that park or parking lot they were talking about and, like, find the secret base, I might be able to do that, but I couldn't see anything out the front that I could actually walk to. So the issue becomes not even trying to solve the puzzle, but where do you solve the puzzle in the first place? I feel like half of the times that I've gotten stuck in this game so far, it's because I didn't realize you could walk somewhere you could walk. I feel like so far that has been the primary reason for me getting lost. Also, yes, it's funny to see PlayStation 1 UI, because the D-pad is very explicitly a PS1 D-pad, and I'm playing it with a Switch controller. So I have this on the Switch. I figured I'd get this on the... okay, full disclosure, I actually have the silver case on the PS4. I bought it originally because I was going to LP it on the PS4, but then they announced that they were going to be doing the silver case, the Silver 2425, which is both this game and the 25th War Silver Case, which is a sequel, which we're not playing next because it came out after Killing 7. But they... oh shit. Oh shit. I can go talk to the old man and and talk to him. That's who the messy face was. And it makes sense. Yeah, he lives on the first floor. He's got a floor to his own. He's the manager. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, there we go. I found out what we're doing. Nice. But yeah, I bought the silver case for the PS4. Then I hadn't started the LPs then. And then they announced this for the Switch. And plus, I've like No More Heroes 1 and 2 are on the Switch. I own them physically because of limited run. No More Heroes 3 is coming out there. Travis Strikes Back is also on the Switch. So I figured I'd just get as many games on the Switch as I could. So, you know, I do own this on the PS4. And stuff like that. You're a detective, huh? The parking lot? You can't get there? Why not? Ah, it's still locked, isn't it? Hold on a second. Okay, you can open it with this? Yeah, just stick the key right in. I'll go get the key from you later. Hey! I got a key! We are solving problems. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we're getting there. Now what they just need to do, and they need to either port Flower, Sun, and Rain before I finish this, guys. They need to either finish Flower, Sun, and Rain and port it to the Switch before I finish this game, or I start the next game, or anything like that. Because there was a PlayStation 2 version of Flower, Sun, and Rain. That was actually the original version of Flower, Sun, and Rain. That's the next game in the series, by the way. I showed it off on camera once because they mentioned the phrase Flower, Sun, and Rain in this game. That's the next game in the series, and it was originally a PS2 game. The PS2 game was never localized into the West, and then when they did localize it into the West, they ported it as a DS game. So that's why I have it on the DS, and I have a DS capture card, so I can play it on there. But hey, Grasshopper Manufacturer, if you'd like to like do it like super soon and port that to the Switch, that'd make my life a lot easier to record with, like significantly so. The lock opened! Look at me, I've actually successfully used the implement function for once in this game. I think that's what I was meant to do when I got that code thing in Cauliflower, and I thought the code thing gave me the magnifying glass to automatically solve the puzzles in the future. But no, that was just the cheat button, which I did not realize at the time was the cheat button. Hey, we recognize that car. We recognize that car. Alright, so we need to find a watering can and water stuff. But we very explicitly recognize whose car that is. Trash! Oh! You built this much of a secret base as children? They dug this giant of a thing underground? Jesus fucking Christ, kids. You are talented. And also, I am petrified if anyone ever locks you in here. You were locked in here because the trash can was covering you. Can you slide it out from underneath? But also, if this is all just dug out underground, I'm worried about the structural integrity of this and it collapsing in on something. Also, you brought a lot of shit down here. So, I like this, right? You look at the picture that Koichi's drawn in, and it's very clear the thing that he's sitting on is just like old sofa cushions, ragged, matted, bullshit fucking old shit that he's found. But you look immediately on the left at the 3D model of the place, and look when we scan around. One, there's a proper computer and a computer desk down here. Two, that's like a properly built sofa with like proper fucking armrest next to it and everything. Detectives really are awesome. Isn't this place cool? I worked really hard. Honestly, I saw a bunch of stuff about watering plants and stuff and also needles, and I thought I was gonna have to do a lot more to get into here, but hey, here we are. Together with Hikaru, would start when it started getting dark and dig holes a little at a time. Digging holes is fun. Guys like holes. Well, There's another one. There's another line. I feel like digging these holes helped us grow. I got this from a computer company that went out of business. And there's explained how you got the computer. I don't know how to use it, but it's our secret base's control panel. Do you have any form of PowerPoints down here? Because I don't think you do. One day I'll switch it on and use it for investigations. You need power to do that. For this case, the perpetrator was really dumb. The hint was in the gum. The solution is coming up after the commercial break. This has been Columbine. We're now just having straight up Columbo references. Here we are. Don't I sound like him? I'm good at impersonation. Okay, so this is what I think about the perpetrator. I gathered some witnesses. By my reasoning, I narrowed it down to 5 people. I'm like a bookie at the races, huh? This is the fucking kid who told the wrong information about Sprite Over. This is Kojima. It looks like him, right? Nah, he usually has glasses. Sorry, we saw the name Kojima enough there was gonna be a reference at some point. You fucking knew this was coming. He's big and he's really mean. He lives in front of Midori Park, but he always brags about it because he has a big house. And since Hikaru and me only live with our moms, he makes fun of us. This guy, I thought about killing him. I don't even know how many times. I've played with him before, but it wasn't fun at all. Alright, you have the kid this young who's like fantasizing about killing several times. I'm not even saying it's the kid's fault. Seems like he doesn't have the best life, but someone should help him before he like goes through with it. Hikaru must have felt the same, so we always ignored him. He was crap, so he never played baseball and everyone stayed away from him. Hikaru was crap too, so we always got picked on. I always call Hikaru to play right away and bring him back. This guy's the biggest suspect. This is Nakoa. We take the same route to school and we're in the same group. And he's the group leader, but he always acts really big. He treats me and Hikaru and Shigenori like we're his lackeys. He says lots of mean stuff. But one time I couldn't take it anymore and we got into a fight. I always knew it, but this guy wasn't so tough. But he acts so bossy, it got me really mad. I couldn't beat him, but it was a tie. He got a bit better after that. And Hikaru supported me, so he's holding a grudge. He's another big suspect. You know, I don't think my role as a cop is to just straight up listen to what the kid is saying about a missing child. I'm pretty sure I'm meant to, you know, report it properly, do investigations for people and stuff like that, but, you know, we'll roll with it. The guy Shimizu is really popular in my class. He's good looking. He's best at baseball and he has a sense of justice. And everyone likes him. But during baseball, his personality changes. Hikaru is bad at baseball, so Shimizu always gets mad at him. When we played against the 6th graders, Hikaru joined the game. And at a really important point, when he was pinch hitting, he couldn't get a hit. It was Shimizu's decision to have Hikaru pinch hit. But he couldn't get a hit. So he blamed Hikaru for us losing the game. Also, he's really stuck up. He's really arrogant. Since he's really confident, he forces people into stuff. When I go up to bat, I'm a southpaw, but he won't let me bat lefty. He makes me bat right-handed. Shimizu just decides stuff like this. Okay, this kid does sound like a I can't bat right-handed, so I'm actually better at baseball than Shimizu. I'm actually the best in our class, but everyone discriminates against me. I can't pitch, but I'm a better fielder than anyone else. I'm always in the outfield, and if I bat lefty, then I can get lots of hits, but Shimizu is another possibility. As for Motonobu, he's kind of stupid. He's big. He's so much bigger than everyone else. He really hulks out sometimes. Seriously, he gets all violent like a monster and his face gets super red and he gets angry. He's really strong. Unless we all hold him back, he won't calm down. I feel like there needs to be an intervention for letting these kids not turn into bad people when they're older, because none of them seem to be, like, you know, not being dicks. Motonobu has a heart himself. The guys in the East District always make fun of him. We live in the West District, and so does Motonobu, but we play around places close to home. So we're actually kind of friends. I feel sort of sorry for him sometimes. Kids act like they're fighting a monster and come after him like that. Motonobu is really stubborn and he won't give up. So we get done in even more. Koiki and Takapin always make fun of him. And Takapin got Motonobu really angry. He kept calling him a stupid idiot. and then he'd run away, and Shimizu and Koiki would beat on him. Motonobu has a short temper, so it's his fault too, but when Motonobu gets really excited, he gets really weird. So he's even bullied Hikaru before. I hope it wasn't Motonobu. These are the girls' bullying group. They're really mean. I like how the final person who's the suspect is, and also every single female we've ever met. There's Aonuma and Tsukada and Satomi. And Aonuma is like their boss. I hope I'm pronouncing most of these names correctly. I am probably not. They're really powerful now because they're friends with the Mitsuhashi group in the sports center area. The Aonuma group lives close by, and they're always grouped together and talking badly behind people's backs. These girls really discriminate against people too, and their parents tell them not to play with single mother kids. Okay, these parents are shithouse then. The girls in the East districts are much nicer. Sakura and Asawa and Yasuda live really far away, but they invited us over to play. And their moms are really nice. I was really happy. Maybe they feel sorry for us? But I don't care. Even though it was New Year's, they came to my birthday party and were super nice to me and Hikaru. But the girls in the West and East wards don't get along at all, and they face off in groups. Sometimes we get mixed up in their power struggles, and Aonuma tells us to join them. When I take Sakura aside, Aonuma bullies Hikaru. Aonuma is really good at dodgeball, and she could beat Hikaru in a fight. So Aonuma is always making Hikaru cry. So I stand up for Hikaru and make Aonuma cry to get revenge. But she still bullies Hikaru who's behind his back. Girls can be really dirty, but I still think that Sakura and them are way better. The Aonuma group might be keeping Hikaru locked up somewhere. These girls are also top suspects. We should take this to the police. Where's Hikaru's mum? This is the big question we have. If Hikaru's mum is no longer there, maybe he moved. If Hikaru's mum is there and she's not caring, maybe she's guilty. Like, it's time to decide on our mark. We're gonna find the perpetrator. You be sure to investigate too, okay? Might be able to help Hikaru. Promise, okay? I'll get hold of you again later. I feel like we should be doing something more definitive than just doing this. But we're gonna go back to the cop station and just be like, so what have you done in your job? Well, the kid's gone missing, so I took on the kid as junior detective. And we're using all of his evidence. And it's not to say that anything the kid says is immediately going to be wrong and to ignore him entirely. It's just, we should probably do more than just that. Like, the kid never mentioned where the mom is or whether the mom's around. I feel like that's important to understand the situation at least a little bit. Fucked. I might as well just die. Damn. Stakeout's getting to Kasabi. And also losing the money, but still. Seriously, man? And how did it somehow get to Jesus Christ, Kasabi? He's so bored, he just keeps gambling more and more money. Whatever. He says he'll spot me, so you're gonna pay for it later. I'll deal with that when it happens. Live in the now, man. I don't think live in the now is an excuse to continue with your gambling addiction, but alright. In this moment, right now, I envy you. You got guts. Don't flatter me. Just live how you feel. I was being sarcastic. But anyways, how long is this stakeout gonna go on? Can't really be helped. Can't be helped, huh? Can't be helped. That's right. Can't be helped. Shouldn't we at least be taking shifts with someone? When do we pee? When do we sleep? When do we eat? Back when I was regional, the old man told me, detectives don't use the words can't be helped. Awfully specific. Don't ever say that in front of me again. He looked like he was gonna stab me. So Samir, don't ever use that phrase. If we give up, we lose. That's a detective's job. Burn that into your brain. Okay then, if I decide I want to die, then I'll use those words. Oh yeah, don't worry. I'll kill your ass. Jesus Christ. I don't know if chemistry is the right word, but the interactions between Samir and Kasabi are always funny. Again, I don't know if chemistry is the right phrase. But still. So are we gonna tell, like, anyone about this? Like, we know the kid's missing. Like, Kotobuki told us, yo, investigate the missing kid. But are we going to do anything more than just listen to Koichi about what's happening? Because I feel like we should be doing, again, a little bit more than that. Just a touch, just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little bit more than listen to the kid and we'll be fine eventually. From Takeshi Kinjo to Superstar, subject, dear my friend. I'm really looking forward to meeting you. Bells are sure to ring in fanfare at that glorious moment. Please give the girl my regards if you see her. She's bound to be late. She's always been that way. But she isn't a bad girl. I'm sure she'll like you. But please don't stop her. She's trying to enter into a brand new world. So I want to save her. Please give me your support. Who is sending us these emails? The emails we're getting are significantly weirder than the ones that Morishima was getting. That's fucking saying something considering he was getting information from the Daily Wire. Oh, okay, he was getting words from the Daily Wire. I don't know if they classify as messages. It was literally a couple words a day, but still. Okay, we're actually heading to the precinct. Okay, we're not heading straight back to Typhoon. I'm also now wondering if this is going to tie into Kamui at all. Like, are we just going to get to the end of this and we're tying into Kamui? Or are we actually just, when it says, like, we're on case number 2, is this actually just a different case to Kamui? And there's actually just a missing kid, and Kamui will come up at some point later. Oh, God damn it, I don't want to talk to Marikawa. Hi, Marikawa. How about it? I've done okay with the gathering. Does that boy have anything to go on? You don't need to rush it. Take your time. Something will pop up eventually. Chizuru? Well, women are complicated. No, you're just an asshole. Us men can't really understand them. There's a program. Not a really specific original one. Chizuru is especially complicated. She's half-heartedly sticking her nose into forensic investigation. So she's being pressured by all these unspecific personalities. No, you just refuse to, like, actually not be a dick to them, and then when they get pissed off you, they're just like, oh, I guess they're too complicated for me to understand. I treat them like shit and they don't like it. They're just too complex for me. Protecting her own self-consciousness is all she can do. Her job is to take in other people's consciousnesses, you know? So basically, she's like the mediums on Montessori. It's a really tough job. It'll get better once the storm blows over. She just needs to be left alone for a bit. Then why are you trying to get her fired? She's not a little kid anymore. Once she remembers that she's a professional cop, she'll be back. Anyway, Big Dick, you best solidify with your position here while Chizuru's out. Let's go. Big Dick, we're gonna check out the area around the complex. See if we can get any info from the locals. It isn't glamorous work, but it's important work too. Really? The results of our questioning have already disappeared from backup. That's in the past. Leave your stupid comments in your pocket. What, us questioning the locals about what happened to the suicide that's been deleted? What? I got my way of doing things. Let's go. Would anyone else like to talk? I think no one else wants to talk. Naka? Nope, good. I'm worried about Naka. I don't like Morikawa either, but I'm worried about Naka. Basically, Kasabi might be the biggest. He might be a piece of shit, but he's the nicest piece of shit going around. That's fucking saying something. Hachizuka's not bad. She's being treated like shit. Hiccups. Sorry, Big Dick. Gotta take a quick piss. Just piss over that fence. Uh-oh. I thought she was gonna, like, run into us. What? Big Dick, move out! That's Chizuru. Wait, was it? Was it? Was that Hachizuka? If her hair was down and she didn't have glasses, I didn't even recognize her. Just hearing the sounds, they just immediately come out. Ah, PS1. You there! Stop the vehicle! Yep. Big Dick's driving? Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't recognize her because she didn't have her glasses and her hair was down. That's her. Wait, what? Big Dick's driving? It's pretty good. So what do you want? I'm off duty right now. I'm just a civilian. What is this, desperate driving? And you were such a good girl. Won't it make you feel better? Whatever. I told you, I have my own way of doing things. So, is this your new partner? Good timing. By the way, is there some kind of structural problem that the steel is cheap and the coal stretches? Can I talk to you in private for a second? Can't tell if he was talking about her body or her car. I'm fine. Okay, what's going on? Why are you turning me down? I'm not. In that case, do you understand? I don't care. This shouldn't be the time for thinking. Well, more than anyone, you should. Oh, maybe are they actually together? Your father, huh? Stop it. Don't even bring that name up. I'm just a doll. I can't change anything. Victor, can you head off to the scene on your own? Sorry, don't ask. Start questioning people thoroughly. Check every apartment. In a garden, too. Try going back again. The mystery's there. Don't forget to talk up to people. Now get on it. Okay, something is going on between them. Maybe they are actually sleeping together. Moon! Always moon! There will never not be an establishing shot in this video game where there is not a full-ass fucking moon. No matter what time of day or what day it is, there will always be a full moon here. Wasn't like the name of like the first game that fucking Suda took over as director called Moonlight Syndrome? Wasn't that the first one? Or was Twilight Syndrome the first one and Moonlight Syndrome was the sequel? I forget which one's which. What's up? Hi there! What's the matter, detective? You wanna ask me some questions? Well, okay, come on in. Ooh. All painted red and fancy like. Go ahead and take your time. Honestly, I've been troubled myself. The landlord and management company are always bitching. I mean, this sort of thing happens no matter who works as building manager, but still. As for me, all I know about the people living here is whatever is written in their documentation. And it's not like I had any sort of personal relationship with Hiruma, so... That night, yeah, I was away. I remember hearing a sort of bang, but I never thought, you know... Recently, more residents have been taking their trash out at night, and it's a hassle to warn them about it every time. So I thought that's what the sound was. At first, at least. Then when I went out to clean up in the morning, I saw what had happened. Koichi? Oh, the kid on the 4th floor, right? Poor kid. The kid next door died so... Oh. Oh. Apparently he had a weak heart. Sounds like they were playing together and he suddenly had a heart attack. Whatever it was. So that age shock must have been really... Oh. Oh. So it's one of two things. Either something more did happen to Hikaru, or Koichi is disassociating and not understanding what's happening because he's a child and couldn't bear to see. That one got me! There wasn't even a sound, but that one fucking got me. Isn't intense childhood trauma fun, boys and girls? Oh, so much. This one got me, by the way. I won't allow it. I won't let anyone bully Koichi. We are like hearing voices of people who have passed. Or something is going on. Hey! Am I looking up again? Hey, over here! What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Hurry up and come here! And there's Koichi in... Oh, sorry. Hikaru in heaven. Koichi. Koichi. Forgive me, Koichi. I'm sorry, Koichi. Yeah, I'm not allowed to go there. Okay. I don't like the music that's playing. I don't like the music that's playing, and I'm worried about what's gonna happen. I'm worried about what's gonna happen. Again, it's still extremely vague what the supernatural elements of the game actually are at this stage, and what is actually going on. We're still early into it, but it's just, you know, I'm raising questions. I figured with the music playing, I'd have to go and speak to Koichi immediately, even though the game wants me to actually go and question everyone. Okay. Alright, okay. I don't know, seeing that just made me think like I had to immediately go speak to Koichi, but no, apparently I am actually investigating. I'm actually still talking to everyone before I do that. Okay. Alright, let's start down here. Resident from apartment 201. I like this person immediately. What is it? A detective? Like on the 3rd floor? That was a suicide, right? I don't play with those kids, but I've talked to them a lot. Kids do stupid things, so I tell them to be careful. When I'm working on my bike, they'd come right over. I told them about how the engine is built, stuff like that. I doubt they understand, but anyway. They seemed really happy. My mom works nights. My little brother was studying for exams. And I was out on my bike. Those are basically our alibis. Hiruma on the 3rd floor. I don't really know him. He didn't seem like a very nice guy, though. What a shock. The other kid has been really depressed, you know. I don't even know what to say to console him. Oh, by the way, that night I saw Hiruma on the street in front of the complex. I ride a motorcycle, you know? I didn't talk to him or anything. And the parking lot's in the back, so that's it, but... Well, at least we're now actually allowed to talk to people. We've been here so many times, it's the first time we're actually talking to the residents, eh? And everyone's home this time, unlike last time. Resident from 202. Hiruma? I used to go past the building newsletter to him a lot, or past him. His mom was kind of dark and smelled like cigarettes. He lived in this building by himself, right? You know. There was definitely something creepy about him, but to think that he killed himself. The kid on the 4th floor, right? At the Kobayashi place. How unsettling. My kid is still small, so he wasn't really the age to be playing with the older kids. But to think what could have happened. Really, how sad. The child's mother has been really upset. The building manager, Mizuguchi, probably knows better than anyone about the residents here. We don't really interact much with the neighbors, so you should probably talk to him. I mean, I did already talk to him, but I'll talk to everyone else before I go back and talk to him. Who are you? The police? About the other day? I don't know anything. But more importantly, do something about all the illegal parking up front. What? Anything else? Leave me alone. I have a bad headache. About the dead guy? Actually, I don't know anything about him. I don't care, okay? Can we stop now? What a lovely woman. Yeah, sure, someone here might have died, but there's parking problems. I know a solution. Ban cars. There's your fucking solution. There you go. I'm sorry. Someone's dead, and there's also a dead child. Okay, finally, someone isn't home. I was about to say, if everyone happens to be home right now when no one was home before, so actually, no, that's probably Hiruma's apartment. He wasn't on the 3rd floor, never mind. Still investigating? I have nothing to talk about. Hiruma always came home late. Probably had some kind of flashy job. I never really ran into him much. I think he was at home during the day a lot. I could hear noises sometimes, but I've never really seen him going out anywhere. It's so creepy. That stuff that happened next door, and the kid upstairs dying. I'm considering moving out of here soon. I mean, wouldn't you? Kids around that age, they play around a lot, and yeah, it can be troublesome, but if they get yelled at every time, then they'll have nowhere to play, right? They were building something out of cardboard in my space in the parking lot. You know, like you do when you're a kid. You play like that too, right? Remember in the old days, it makes me feel really nostalgic. I didn't want to break their thing down, so for the time being, I just parked on the street. Ended up getting a ticket. Oh, by the way, detective, I like how we're getting, like, one person complained about illegal parking, we get to him, and it's just like, oh, you know, I was letting the kids do something in my parking space, so now I'm at the front. You should solve the problem that affects me, first and foremost. Yeah, no, that lady's a bitch. Could you make someone to the traffic unit or someone? Tell them about my situation? It's all good enough excuse, right? At that time, I have to answer again? Both of us work, so we eat out every day. I took the car to pick up my wife, and we ate at a family restaurant at maybe 10:30? Then we went by Blockbuster. Oh, I mean the video shop, you know? Damn. Straight up actually mentioned the names and stuff. Copyright. very different back then, I guess. And then been finalizing it right now because people are just like, alright, this game from the PS1 on the Switch, yeah, sure, we're not going to look at it. There you go, it's fine and approved. Meanwhile, actual fucking Gattaca poster logo on a kid's shirt. They had the third season of Millennium in the new releases section, so we rented that. Oh yeah, I have the receipt. Here, since time was 11:40, and I rented 2 videos, see? At this place, if you rent 2 or more new releases, you can keep them for 3 days, so it's a bargain. So we came back home just past 12. So how about it? That's a good enough alibi, right? You see this kind of thing on TV and stuff. Oh, and here, we went by the convenience store too. This was 11:52. After that, 2 of us just watched videos. Oh yeah, I heard this from my wife, but when the detectives tried to go into the apartment next door the other day, they made a big fuss about the key not fitting into the lock. And when they checked it out, someone had put a sticker over the keyhole. It makes us feel a little bit closer, doesn't it? Well, that wasn't funny? I don't get what your joke was, but alright. Well, that's all I had to talk about. Okay. Okay. And he asked me to solve a problem for him, but at least problem for him is just like, I'm helping out kids. Like, come on. Yes? Police? Ah, about the jumper from the other day, huh? Jesus fucking Christ. Anything strange, huh? I don't think so. Hey, I did hear a sound. Maybe that was the sound from when the guy jumped? Otherwise, that's about it. Hey, also, just before then, it looks like Hiruma had just gotten back. Yeah, I could hear his footsteps. It's pretty quiet here, so adult footsteps really reverberate. What else? Did you hear the sound of a motorcycle? That was definitely the younger guy on the second floor's exhaust, I'm sure of it. But you know, that guy on the second floor, he was kind of sketchy, but he's actually a good guy. Hell yeah, Metalheads are fucking sick. Look at him and I'm sure you'll see. But wasn't that a suicide? Well, we're investigating to find out. That's what you do. You investigate to find out things. Will we get to go up to the 5th floor and talk to Morishima at any point during this? One has to wonder. Because we're to investigate, but we haven't been allowed even onto Morishima's floor yet. The cops? What you want? Oh, the suicide familiar, yeah? What a bunch of trouble. When stuff like that happens, the value drops. Some of these people are lovely people. Value this place, obviously. That night, I was at home. I ate dinner, watched sports news, did some work I brought home. The economy's bad all over. I envy you guys. It's not like you have to worry about going bankrupt or anything. Meanwhile, Kazabi's got fucking no money. I mean, he gambled, but still. Now's the time to spend. Use up all the company's budget. Do whatever you want, you know. Cause trouble for everyone else and then let another department wipe your ass for you. Anything I noticed? Nope, nothing really. Oh yeah. I think it's the guy on the 5th floor, maybe? Yeah, I heard footsteps. Footsteps going up to the 5th floor. No, it's probably not even related, just in case. I never actually met the guy on the 5th floor. I mean, it was the first time I ever got the sense that he actually lives there, you know? Oh yeah, also, this is just my personal idea, but I think that Hiruma on the 3rd floor got killed by Hikaru's ghost. I see Hikaru's ghost pretty often. Okay, so I'm not the only one at least. You don't believe me, do you? No, I believe you, because I'm seeing it as well. But why would Hikaru's ghost want Hiruma dead? Is Hiruma bullying Koichi? Oh yeah, it's the kid. So I said, why am I? Oh right, it's the kid. And no one's answering that because that is the mom of Hikaru who died. Who's not willing to answer the door. Oh my god, I'm allowed to say Morishima. Oh fuck. I did get an email saying Morishima was dangerous and I shouldn't talk to him, but you know. Fuck that noise. Yeah, we know there's no door over there. So Morishima's the only person who lives on the 5th floor. He has the entire fucking 5th floor to himself. Jesus, okay. Alright, yo, Morishima, what's up? That's what he looks like. I don't know, have we seen a portrait of Morishima yet? I don't know if we have. Was he in a cigarette in his hand a whole bunch? I don't know if we actually saw him. Who the hell are you? Get on stuff like this with a face like that? You're not very nice to people, are you? We know that from before, but still. We met somewhere? Maybe not. I know about the kid below dying. Not totally unrelated, but I have nothing to talk to you about. We saw a weird full-body image when he was rescued in the mall. True. True, yes. I heard some noise on this floor, but I was in a bad mood. Actually, yeah, if that's the case, yeah, no, this is Morishima. We saw him in the mall. These two characters have literally met before. I forgot about that detail. Yeah, Big Dick Fire was the one who rescued Morishima in the mall. Totally forgot about that tiny little detail. So, does this dude recognize us or not? And I was about to say, why did we not hear about the kid dying when we were playing the thing before? But this is July, not April, so it hasn't happened yet. I was realizing this before, but I was in a bad mood. Unfortunately, what happened right near me may as well have happened in another world. If you're done, then hurry up and take off. Your face pisses me off. You're not a nice person, Morishima. Jesus Christ. First time we're allowed to see him, and he's just immediately an asshole. It's like, fuck you on, cunt. It's just like, alright, okay, I'm gonna leave, bye. Have we done our investigation yet? We have! I wasn't sure if I had to go talk to that dude on the first floor again, because I was told by someone to do that. I mean, even when playing as him, we knew he was a dick. No, he's a dick. It's just, the moment he saw someone that he didn't know, he's just like immediately, fuck you on, cunt. Fuck off. You're an asshole. I hate your face. Pisses me off. Bye. Yeah, we knew he was an asshole before. But it's just like seeing him as not the player character, and it's just like, wow, you're just immediately like just being full on fucking standoffish, aren't you? Where are we going? I guess this is his room. There we go. I remembered something. Hikaru was really terrified. He was really scared of something. Especially that day. Haunted house. With giant Oni fucking demons? Nice. Hikaru got really scared. He got so scared of the haunted house, he had a heart attack. It was an old amusement park, and all the ghosts were real veterans. It was really cold inside, and it was super scary. I like the idea of when they're making this game, they're just gonna go out and find and just film some shit. So they just went to a haunted house and just filmed shit. It was almost like the real thing. Nobu is so cool. You don't know what that means, do you? Well, if it was real veteran, I guess Nobu was like one of the actual, like, old war people, I guess. What's that? I wonder who that is. Who was it? Something doesn't feel right. The sun was bright and was reflecting on the apartment building. I know. From the 3rd floor of the apartment building. He was watching Hikaru. Japanese style horror, it's really different. It's kind of more horrifying than Western horror to a Westerner. Because you're just not as used to it. Hikaru, let's get out of here. But my foot. Hurry up. Koichi, no. He's coming. He disappeared. Huh? On the stairs. Help. Run. Heartbeat. Plays on very different tropes than we're naturally used to. So yeah, we're not used to it. Like Halloween now in fucking like Western culture, because we're so used to it, is more horny than anything, or fucking playful. Like you get Halloween themed shit and it's either playful or funny and it's like a ah kind of thing. Or again, slutty X Halloween costume and stuff like that. But then you see a giant like Oni demon face, because we're so not used to it, and it's just like, okay, actually spooky. I'm sorry, I don't feel so good. Please leave me alone for a while. Please, I want to be alone. Is Koichi finally actually remembering that his friend died? Very distinct that we heard the heartbeat in that, considering we know what happened to Hikaru. Ugh. Oh, we're back at the HQ. I mean, tomorrow Kyle was probably going to be here. You're being called into the break room. I don't know which one. Oh, thank you. That's it. I don't know which one the break room is. I had an investigation room in this lounge. Okay, this does look not like what I was thinking of. So good. I'm glad I was dragged here. Vending machine. We haven't seen any of those manga for a while. I'm wondering if I'm missing them. / how important they are. Like, we can walk to so many spots, and I'm just like, have I missed any manga? Because I feel like the last 2 times I saw manga, it was in one of the star points still. So there's still something that you could actually, like, grab. I fucked up everything on the menu there for a second, sorry. Morikawa, hi, buddy. Okay, then. How about we take a break here? Jazuru was off the case, and I tried letting you move on your own. That made things much easier for me, seriously. It was like a refreshing vacation. I was getting way too burnt out. How many days has it been? If you get burnt out on a case this few days in, then I worry about your ability as a detective. Like, I feel like you investigate most cases for way longer than like a week. How do you like investigating? You having fun? I mean, I've been investigating the same building over and over and over again, just talking to everyone there, but alright. You don't need to answer. Everyone has their own opinions. Let's get down to business. That kid, Koichi Sugita, he's the key to this case. It's clear that the after effects of the incident are still there, but he has no subjective symptoms. That kid is shuttered deep into the back of his memory. Taking our time and getting him to bring those memories back would be best, but that'll take too much time. So what do? We need to force the truth onto him. That'll shake his memories loose. I feel like he seems already pretty shaken up. I don't know how well that's gonna work. About time we found that truth. We've been investigating for 4 days. That's more than enough time to get a good feel for this case. No, not really a feel for it. Whatever. Anyway, I want answers. Big Dick, I kind of want to see what you're made of, too. You're being tested. What are you going to do? How about a simple 3-choice game? Like a quiz. That's fair, right? But I won't go easy on you. The boss used to do karate, so I'll call this 100 question kumite. You said... oh, I guess it's 3 choice, but I'm doing 100 questions. What? You get 100 questions in a row. Okay. I hope everyone's like ready for this episode to go for another approximately 4.5 hours. No breaks. Everyone has passed this. By the way, I made it to 300 question kumite. That's who made it to 500 question kumite. The boss decides at the end whether or not you've passed. You can only take the challenge once. If you make a mistake, you're out. The borderline is also up to the boss. Anyway, it's basically a matter of motivation. This is all I can tell you. Let me know when you're ready. I'll wait till you get focused. Then we'll begin. What is happening? Oh yeah, I forgot. You've got a time limit of 10 seconds per question. That's 1,000 seconds it's gonna take this. Okay then, first question. Who was the first to discover the body? Mizuguchi. What? What? Tim Curry? Batman? Famously from the Mediterranean? What? Was this? What the fuck am I meant to know when the Super NES was released? What's straight jacket between Sagaru? Yes. Comprised of 4 main islands. Okinawa. Thank you, Yakuza. Which of the following is the oldest? Dr. Pepper. In the Back to the Future series, Michael J. Fox. What's the game? Funda, Atari? I guess? Who died at the apartment complex? Hiruma. Full-time. Don't fucking know. What is the lightweight tray of paperweight? Paperweight? No. Along with point carriers. Shark fin suit, even though it's super illegal. 1996. Atlanta. How many Jupiter Mrs. Gala discover? 5? I'm wrong. Board from page. Katano. Stand by me. No, damn. Okay, first 4 words. Mr. Watson, come here. Okay, answer food. Noodle. Which room did the dead person live? 301. Suzuki? Yeah. I don't know. Dolly, the first animal cloned. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I want to say it was. No, I thought it was when I was born. So, Hawaiian to reach. Kazuma. Kimono, I don't know. Which region did the city of Cairo lie? Upper Egypt? Yes. Name of the famous sun goddess Amaterasu. Following people is not a leader of, Truman? Yeah. Space Odyssey, 68, okay. Third branch, is executive. No, I meant executive. What is the true nature of this case? Murder, no, okay. Third place in the, World Cup in France. I don't know, I guess that one. My name is Totoro? No, okay, never mind. Green tea. Following Clint Eastwood, starring but not direct. I don't know Clint Eastwood movies. How do fireflies, light up? Chemical reaction. The diet. I word largest and loudest. Blue whale. Predecessor to the internet was ARPANET. Volcanic mountain, Olympus Mons. Perpetrator in this case, I don't know, fuck, Koichi. What is it called in golf when you strike over par? Bogey. Wrestler, Dragon Suplex and Dragon Sleep, I don't know, I'm fucking guessing. What kind of is this? I don't fucking know which of the following is written by John Coltrane. I don't know who that is. Sort of Harrison Ford's character. He was a replicant. Battleship inspired, Yamato. That's a ship. Tetris. I was about to say, no, I recognize that. Birthstone for October. Wouldn't have a fucking clue. Bruce Lee's, real name, Legion fan? Yeah. What is the purpose notive? Revenge. Yeah. What is the official title of The Simpsons? Superintendent. Super Nintendo is actually there. Character placed on, Red, I think. Space, yeah, the Hubble. Did Miles Davis, who's that? Sax? Okay. Name of Doc Brown's. That was, oh, the dog. FIFA was founded in, I believe, Belgium? No. Maybe it's the UK. Country is the oldest national anthem. Japan? No, okay. What is thank you in French? Merci. Abbreviation used for organizing dedicated to maintaining peace. What? I have no idea. Sort of drug was found from the body? There's drugs on the body! Which channel was on fan side about by fans Smash Bros? I don't fucking know. First person in Japan to go on a honeymoon? Tokugawa? I have no idea. Chinese driver when she won a gold medal? Driving 17? I don't fucking know. How many standard? Are you counting jokers? Okay, no. Who did this? James Cameron. Because he's a fucking hack. Elvis Presley is the king. Was the world's largest desert Sahara, I think? I wasn't sure if it was Gobi or not. But how many what's a furlong? What the fuck's a furlong? What's Kasabi's full name? Tetsugoro. Third. No, okay, it wasn't 4-4. 5 cards at the same suit. That is a flush. What is the United States capital? DC. Cool J. Ladies love Cool James. Which are the following? Texas. No, okay. Maybe it's Barker. I don't know. Redwood's pretty fucking tall. Country Shepherd dog. German Shepherd. What is figured to the moon to look like? Rabbit. Because rabbits are in Moon and Odyssey. Country was that written in? America? I think it was. No. Okay. Following doesn't belong to that. Not to go. No. Okay. Never mind. What was the case of Karu's death? Heart attack. Was the name of the CD-based console after PlayStation? Oh my god. What was the second tallest mountain on Earth? Fuji. No, it's Fuji not second. Okay, never mind. Boss is I have not watched X-Files. Christ, I don't fucking know. A type of Solitaire. Klondike? Yes. Mononoke, who cursed that forest spirit? I don't fucking know. Following composes his dirty sense of humor? Brahms? I don't fucking know. Name the first human to walk on the moon? Neil. My bro Neil. Country was Disney's Blanche. France? It sounds pretty French. He's come to assault a fan? Jet Li? I don't fucking... What? I can then person enter their room, sickles blocking the keyhole. There we go. What was protagonist of the Matrix referred to as the One? What animal has the loudest call on Earth? We answered that before. It was blue whale. First technology capable of playing recorded or audio? The phonograph, I believe. Longest river in Japan? Smita? No, okay. Die Hard. That is John McClane. Die Hard. Italian company is... Italian is Lamborghini, right? No, it was that Ferrari. Muslim guys, a couple's 50th. Oh, fuck, I should know. It's at work. I think it's gold. Because Diamond is 60. Eurovision, I don't fucking like Kraftwerk. I don't fucking know. God's name is basis for that. Odin, I don't know. Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened in this fucking video game? What the fuck? That may be one of the most fucking... That is one of the most fucking bonkers fucking things I have seen in any video game. Here's 100 trivia questions. 90 of them are about random bullshit from across the entire world. Like 10 are related to the case, which I got most of them wrong. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god. That was legit stressful as shit too. Oh my god. Okay, I think I've now reached the pinnacle of... I think I'm on board with... Okay, I think I really like this game. I might love it. Obviously, it's got a big landing to land, but when that kind of shit happens in this game, that's pretty good. Out of nowhere, it makes no fucking sense. Now so I'm gonna go ahead and take a rest. I passed! Yeah! What's the passing grade? Boss will fill you in on the rest. 100 questions. You scored what you scored. What did I score? Tell me. I'd love to know. Go wash your soul clean. There are no such thing as points in our work. Don't be swayed by all the white noise. You did great, Fire. You did just great. The boy must know the truth. Is that the idea? Is the idea behind the test is... You're going to be thrown a bunch of bullshit that means nothing, that has no connection to anything while you're investigating. Focus on what matters. Is that the point of that? Is that, like, actually the point of that quiz? Is, while you're being thrown a bunch of bullshit that's completely irrelevant, what's the important shit? Focus on it. I think the point was how... Yeah, how much can you retain important shit in the middle of everything else? That's really good. That was fucking amazing. The fact that there's actually a point to this random bullshit trivia shit while you're getting all of these questions is fucking good. That being said, have I just missed some of the investigation? Because there were some questions in there that I definitely do not have answers to yet. Has there been shit that I've just missed so far that I just, like, dialogue interactions that I just completely missed? Because they asked about, like, what's the true nature of the case. Apparently the body didn't fall from the 3rd floor. It seems like they're trying to say that Koichi is the fucking victim. There was drugs found on the body. When were we told this shit? Or is that shit that they know that they're testing me on? If I could have found out those details while doing all of this and I just missed it, whoops, I've misunderstood how this game works. I thought it was impossible to miss shit. I really thought it was... my impression of the game so far is you can't continue until you see everything. None was an option for drugs found on the body and might have been the right answer. I completely missed that none was even an option. So there is that. So there is that. Okay. Because like I said, my impression of what the game has been so far is you're not allowed to continue the story until you exhaust all of the dialogue options that you possibly have. So if there's been details about the case that I've been able to find out before this and I just didn't get it, and that's why I didn't know the answer for some of those, then shit. I mean, I knew some of the answers, just like the sticker on the keyhole. Like, I remembered that shit, but, like, knowing the body fell from the 4th floor, I didn't know that. The boy must know the truth. This is your final job. Get rid of this darkness. The boy hopes for that as well. Go on. We're not once going to talk to this kid's mum, are we? See, the thing is, the kid said that the mum is a sex worker, so the mum always works nights. We've always shown up to this place in the middle of the day, and she's still not there. So there is also that. So you know what I'm also wondering? I wonder if it's a possibility on the PlayStation version of the game, because there's trophies. I wonder if there's a trophy for getting a certain number of points in that quiz. Like, in-game it doesn't matter, but for a trophy it does. Alright, so we're shocking the kid until we learned information. I don't know how well this is gonna go, but we're gonna fucking go for it. Hey, Koichi. Oh, you're already bed. What's up? Danger. Oh yeah, I remembered something else. When I went to eat with Hikaru came with my mum and me to the Cherry Grill. I ordered my favorite onion soup. Hikaru copied me and ordered the same thing. And he said it was good. We also ate Caesar salad and hamburgers. And Hikaru laughs like a frog again. He looked so happy when he was eating. That was our last dinner. The next day... It's him again! Is that meant to be Hiruma? That guy's always watching us. This time he chased after us. We escaped into an alley. A narrow alley would make it easier. And then Hikaru ran away down a different alley. Like a knowing about his heart condition, laughing like a frog sounds a lot silly and more like chest problems. You raise a very good point there, actually. Yeah, no, if he had a heart condition, that is what that implies, isn't it? So when everyone else said that Hikaru died of a heart attack, is that true in the shock of that dude coming up to him and killed him, or did something else actually happen? And everyone else just thinks it's a heart attack because he had a heart condition. I was so scared I ran away as fast as I could. When I turned around, I saw his face. I ran as fast as I could. I had to get away. I didn't want to die. I left Hikaru on his own. I couldn't save him. So... So did that dude kill Hikaru or scared Hikaru so much into having... So my thought right now, if the case is indeed still suicide, is Hiruma scared Hikaru so much that Hikaru did have a heart attack, and so he took his own life out of guilt because the kid died because he scared the shit out of them. That's what I'm currently like interpreting, but there might be more details that I'm missing. So did it work out? Big Dick kind of... Wow, so he did it, huh? Regarding that, what's up with this anyway? How long do we have to do this? What's the problem? We're detectives. Back when I was in regional, it wasn't like this. Back in the day, right? The kind of stuff you were doing, I couldn't handle it. What the hell is the boss thinking? Just shut the fuck up. This is some fundamental shit. I love the interaction between these two. Again, don't know if chemistry is the right word, but I like seeing these two talk to each other. Quit bitching about every goddamn thing. Fuck off. This is bullshit. The fuck you say to me? You little punk bitch? The fuck you think you're talking to? The tensions between them have risen so high because they've just been stuck in a car with each other for like a week now. Fucking old timer. I'm talking to a fucking old timer. Is that a problem, huh? Is it? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'll shoot you in the fucking face. Something just glittered. Yeah, something did, huh? What is that? The fuck? Something finally fucking happened when they were ready to snap at each other and kill each other? I can't even spend that much time alone in a car with someone I like. They've literally just been sitting in the car that whole time. They've done nothing else. It would, like, there is a reason that they're just snapping at each other. They're fucking bored out of their minds. Like, yeah, you could chuck me in a car with someone that I get along with amazingly well. And you're just like, right, you two stay in the car, watching constantly for like 5 days straight. I'd get to a point where I'm just like, I could kill you right now and I would feel no remorse. I'd get to that point too. You think that kid did it? No, I don't have conclusive evidence. But he had a motive. Revenge, right? That came out of nowhere. You look all refreshed. Hi, Achizuka, you're back. Do I? Whatever. Koichi kept the fact that Hiruma killed Hikaru to himself, all bottled up inside. Okay, so that did happen. I would sell your soul for 1 conchon. Where is the food they're getting? Is anyone delivering them food? They can't. I assume they can't go out and drive and go get food and come back because it's the point of a stakeout. So did they just have enough food kept in the car? Which means they're not eating any good meals. There's no way to heat up anything or keep anything hot for that fucking long. They must be just eating fucking snacks for that many days straight. Or not eating. Maybe stakeout's gone for longer than they thought. They're just out of fucking food. Koichi get the fact that Hirumi killed Hikaru to himself, all bottled up inside. He thought he'd be killed too. An elementary school-aged child with all that fear. But the police ruled Hikaru's cause of death an accident. He'd always had a weak heart. Knowing that, Koichi made up his mind to get revenge for Hikaru. To protect himself, he'd kill Hiruma. That's not it. Koichi didn't try to kill him. Well then? He went off to get killed. He wasn't able to save Hikaru and he was upset about that. Hiruma had problems with his autonomic nerves. There was no place for him at home or at work. So Hiruma saw those 2 kids having fun and that set off a jealous rage. It's gotta be more in you than that to want to kill someone. And then Hiruma approached Hikaru. Koichi tried to protect Hikaru, but Hikaru was killed right in front of him. So by getting himself killed, he thought he could get Hikaru to forgive him. Oh my god. How could a little kid like that, and that little body with all that fear and anxiety built up, he did that for his friends? It's hard to believe. Hikaru trusted him and he didn't want to betray that. Being his age, he didn't want to give up on personal trust. What do you think? We're at the same time as those kids once too. But as we grow, that sort of primitive mindset becomes a hindrance for living in society. Everyone shed those hindrances and focuses only on the mindsets necessary for surviving in society. Deep commentary on society about how you about stop caring about people after all the bullshit's done. Mistaking shedding those hindrances for growth and sappy shit like believing in people. We got rid of that stuff years ago. I just don't get it. Right, Naka? As long as I'm doing this job, I can't sympathize, but Hiruma's crime cannot be forgiven. Taking advantage of Hikaru's weak heart to apply extreme pressure on him and force his death. So Hiruma killed him by forcing him to have a heart attack, by just scaring the ever-loving shit out of him. Still. Even more so than his sin of destroying those kids' future, I can't forgive Hiruma's very humanity itself. But what's most surprising is the fact that such a pure heart still existed in this day and age. That, and that kid's very existence is a miracle in itself. Yeah. Yeah, it's like an actual miracle. To think that kids like that still exist. He did it to keep his promise to Hikaru. But I wonder if Hikaru ever forgave Koichi. Who knows? But I want to believe that it reached him. That Hikaru was watching over everything. Well, the ghost we've seen of Hikaru was saying, help Koichi. Don't let Koichi be bullied. Did Hikaru's ghost mean by Hiruma? By society? By the other kids? Right, Fire? I hope that kids hold onto that clear, pure mind. Wow, I honestly thought that would be the end of the chapter, like right there. I honestly thought that was going to be the end of the chapter. I kind of felt like it was building up to a climax and then it just didn't end. Oh, am I going into the break room? Don't know where I'm going. Oh, I'm going into him. It's okay. Here we go. Okay, here we are. Hi, Chizuka. Why do you flip between having your hair up and down and also having glasses on and off? I want to apologize. I caused you a lot of trouble and got kind of hysteric. Getting shot by that woman. Being bothered by Morikawa's actions. And my health hasn't been very good. Hachizuka, you do not need to apologize by being shot by a serial killer who we didn't think to also hold in questioning while the shit was going down. You don't need to blame yourself for that. And also, Morikawa's a cunt. You piss off anyone. My hair's all messed up, and I haven't slept much. The boss's cologne stunk, Samia's not here, and with missing my boss, and my friend getting married, my parents have been bugging me. I've had to visit some real dicks in the hospital for work, so I'll go on a date with you to apologize. I want you to forgive me. That's not how any of this works, Hachizuka. You're going through a lot of shit. We don't need to go on a date for you to apologize. So basically, I was on my period. That's not... Just things of just like, Hikaru. Damn. So, I mean, that stuff still might connect to Kamui, but I'm on it like, it was actually just a totally different case. Totally different investigation. Love will tear us apart. That was actually just a completely different case to what it was before. I wasn't sure whether it was always going to continue on with the same thing. Again, that stuff still might tie into what was happening. Maybe Hiruma did that stuff because of influence from something else. I know, I just figured the game's called The Silver Case, and, like, the Silver Case was the old case involving Kamui, so I was thinking maybe the whole game was going to tie into that more. And maybe at the end it does, but, like, everything we just did there was, like, totally separate and disconnected and everything like that. Okay, what the fuck is going on with the time in this game? Also, there's literally a thing down the bottom there that says Kamui. Like, the chapter names that are down there, there's literally... It looks like one of the ones that we're going to be doing later on is literally called Kamui. Like, after Parade, there's Kamui. So... There's also that. But seriously, what's going on with the time? It's apparently saying that the beginning of the session was 4 hours, 28 minutes. And now we're at 5 hours, 30 minutes? This stream's gone for nearly 3 hours. What the fuck are you talking about? What? What? Huh? I'm so confused. How is... What? What? I don't have a save option, like, on here. Maybe it tracks gameplay and not VN scenes? Maybe. Maybe. It also said that it was at the exact same time, like, percentage complete. It also said we were at 21% completion. Literally, the percentage of completion's the same, too. Like, so far it's been consistent. Every time we complete a chapter, we complete 7% of the game. And that didn't happen just then. No, don't delete. Fuck. I don't know, the time seems wrong, and also it's not counting as percentage completion. We can still do Parade, we can still move on. I'm just confused. I don't know if that's a bug or what's happening there. Because I can still do Parade. And I still have the next report for Placebo, which is Hana. So I can still do that stuff, but... Huh. Anyway, that is yet another episode of The Silver Case. You know, this chapter... I've gone from I'm pretty intrigued into the game and it's interesting and I like what it's like its presentation, everything like that, to damn, I'm really fucking enjoying this. I mean, like, that, a lot of that case was a lot less... I know, the first case with everything with Kamui, it felt like there was a lot more supernatural shit going on, a lot more uncertainty of what the actual things were happening were, because, like, we were getting a lot more of those flashes and everything. But this, there was a couple things with Hikaru, and then we get a fucking 100-question Kumite, which is wild that the game actually just put me on. You have 100 questions to answer, you have 10 seconds on all of them. Most of them are gonna be pop culture or random trivia. Fucking go. And again, like, it was both a cool moment, and it was just like a, oh, holy shit, answer all these questions, doing all, pardon me. It was both doing that, and it also made a very good point about the detective work. Can you stay focused on the important shit that matters while you have a bunch of meaningless bullshit thrown at you? Because that's the job of a detective, right? You're like, if you're a detective, you have to go and talk to every single person, investigate every single thing. And there's no guarantee that all of the stuff that you do is going to give you relevant information. Can you focus on what the relevant information is to work out what's going on with a bunch of bullshit coming at you at the same time? Like, it was both a fantastic just story, like, meaningful story point, while also just in of itself gameplay-wise being a ridiculous sequence that is just absolutely nuts. Like, the lady was bitching about the parking, or the dude who was parking that she was bitching about. Yeah. Like there's so much stuff where it's just like, does that matter? There was like the dude who was just like, yeah, I drove my bike past, and then there was another dude who was just like, I heard a bike drive past at the same time. Meaningless. Completely meaningless. It matters nothing at all to the case in any capacity. Someone was just being like, yeah, actually, that night I heard Morishima go upstairs, like, late at night. I didn't even know that the dude was around here still, or I've never heard him come home before, but that night he came home. Meaningless. Meaningless information. Mattered nothing at all to the case in any capacity whatsoever. Like, damn, that chapter was really good. And it made me feel like, it made me feel sad at the end. Just like, the entire chapter is just about, yeah, this kid's fucking friend died. So, the thing is, so did Koichi kill? So do we have confirmation in the end? Did Koichi actually kill Hiruma? Is that our confirmation that we got? Did Koichi actually go and throw Hiruma off? Or, because what happened? Like, how did Hiruma die? That's what I'm still not 100% sure of. Maybe we'll get the answer to that in Placebo. Maybe that's the point. But, like, from right now, I'm just like, because it still seems like it was a suicide, and Koichi went up to die. Like, he felt guilty that he let Hikaru die. So he went to go and die, so Hikaru's ghost would forgive him. But then Hiruma still died. Did Hiruma feel guilt and kill himself then? Did Koichi actually, like, snap and kill him at that point? That, I'm still not 100% sure how exactly that went down. What we were talking about back at the HQ didn't quite make it clear to me exactly what happens there, but again, like last time, we get more explanation behind the scenes of what actually happened in Placebo, and we'll probably do the same thing for this one. If I had to have a wild guess in terms of that's how the structure's gonna go. Considering the last, like, and they're literally called reports. The last report was giving us more information about Kay, so I'm gonna imagine that's gonna be the case with this as well. So we might learn a little bit more about what actually happened, but still. I'm very much enjoying this game so far. That chapter has been like the big chapter that has really stepped up in terms of just like the first chapters were still good, but having that 100 question Kumite there and just having a story where it's just like you actually get the emotional, like you get that emotional impact of like the kid being affected, and we do a lot more detective work in that. Like in a lot, like in the first case, it was a lot more of the special forces stuff where it's just like scout areas, shit is dangerous, and then shit goes wrong. Like Cauliflower was that, fucking Forest was that, hell, even Babylon was that. Like it was scout the area, find a way to get upstairs, scout the area, and then a body fell on us, kind of thing like that. Or go to the shelters and like investigate all the shelters and the shit that's going on there. Where this was just like explore the one place over and over again and find out the information that's going on, find out what the fuck is happening. So I'm wondering, like, are we going to swap between those two as we go through? Because so far, everything we've done has had a pretty fucking different vibe to one another. Like, I thought it was just the Placebo was going to have a different vibe to Transmitter, but the fucking second case of Transmitter had a different vibe to the first case of Transmitter. So it seems like we're going around in a lot of different ways for this, and I'm very into it. Like, so far, I'm now getting to the point where we've seen enough of the game. The game's done enough different stuff, and again, 100 question Kumite just being so ridiculous. Of just, you know, I'm like really into this. This is seeming really interesting, and I'm very excited to see more of this. Anyway, I will end it here. If you're watching this on Twitch, I'll be streaming this again in like 2 days. I've decided I need to do the two things way closer to each other, so I'm going to do Transmitter and Placebo from now on in at least the same week. So a lot more of the details stay fresh in my mind for when they get more explained in Placebo. Because definitely last time I forgot a little bit more about the Kyume Yame case once we got to the Placebo report for it. So I'm definitely going to try and do that. And if you're watching this on YouTube, well, because I'll be recording them the same week, it'll be uploaded like later in the week. And hopefully I'll remember more stuff. Yay! But I'm very excited to continue this game. This game's been really interesting so far. It started out with just a lot of really awesome presentation and a lot of like, game's kind of been weird. It's got a very, like, the way the dialogue is done is a bit weird. The characters are all assholes and everything like that, but it's still intriguing and stuff like that. And I'm still very much getting all of that, but also the stuff it does with its gameplay is all over the place in terms of the different feels of it. Like, going through the same apartment complex over and over again, it sounds repetitive, but every time we go there, like, something different was happening. Like, it's either, oh, we found the thing at the back, and we're getting, like, the kid's investigating, like, all of his friends to see what happened to it, and then we're just, like, knocking on all of the doors and just actually talking to everyone who's there and stuff like that, and then realizing what's going on and stuff like that. Which is actually pretty similar to Placebo. When we're doing Placebo, most of the gameplay in terms of walking around is stripped back completely. You walk around basically only like Hiroshima's apartment over and over again. So the vibe of it's very different, where like the first case for Transmitter was a lot of like open areas, navigate your way through the area, like here's the mission, do the thing, and you need to clear through these areas and stuff like that. It was a lot more of that, so... And I mean, even just, like, story and character-wise, like, that, the vibe of that chapter was, like... The first case for Transmitter was very much, there's a killer on the loose and we need to find them now, here's a murder that's just happened, get details from this to go find someone. And then you get the big twist at the end that Ayame's doing it all. Where in this, it's just like, okay, a death has happened, investigate afterwards, and find the truth of what happened. Like, in a completely different... thing. This game's really good so far is what I'm trying to say. Like, this has been really good so far. I'm very much enjoying it. It's definitely not a game that's for everyone. Like, it's definitely not, like, I imagine a lot of people would get very fed up with this visual novel because it is weird. The gameplay is weird. The dialogue is weird. The storytelling is weird. It is all very atypical styling in a lot of ways. Like, I always, like, it's a bit more obtuse and stuff like that when it comes to explaining a story of how things are going down and what's actually happening with it. And I'm always much worse at piecing together those more obtuse or abstract things. I'm always worse at it. Like, something like Danganronpa, when I played through that, I was able to work out all of the murders, like, pretty effectively in terms of what actually happened, because it was a lot more clear-cut, specific, like, things to actually work out, and that was like basically putting a puzzle pieces together of like very explicit, clear details, where this game's way more abstract in its presentation, in its dialogue, in terms of what's actually happening, and I'm always way worse at putting that stuff together. But I'm always intrigued by it, and I'm always interested in seeing where it goes, and I like what the characters are doing here in between those moments, so I'm very much into it. But yeah, this would not be a visual novel for everyone, but if you're into the type of shit, which I very much am, then yeah. Like, I've heard from people that I, like, because I like Swery 65 stuff, I've been told by people that I'd like Suda 51. Not because they're the same, but just there are elements that, if you like one, you would probably also enjoy the different vibe, but, like, of the other. Like, the dialogue in this game, it's not the same as dialogue in Swery game, no. But both of them are very atypical dialogue, right? Like, you have a look at the dialogue and the way characters talk to each other in this. They're a bit short sentences, they're sharp, they're blunt, they're too, like, they're to the point when they're talking about their emotions of how much often characters will tell each other to fuck off or anything like that. But they're a bit more abstract when explaining the point of what's happening or what's going on, to very much get, like, a thematic vibe across, for that. Whereas the way characters talk in sweary games, they're basically not human. they talk in weird stilted fashions to get across how eccentric all of the characters are. It's the whole point. Like the characters are weird, they are eccentric, and they've all got their own personality quirks, and all of them are shown by the fact that none of them talk like normal human beings in any capacity. Like, they are not the same, but they're both very different and atypical in that regard, so I was told specifically, because I like sweary stuff so much, I would enjoy this. And again, I'm not enjoying it the same way that I enjoy sweary stuff, because it's a different type of thing. But I'm glad that what I'm picking up here is something I'm vibing with a lot so far. And I'm very much enjoying that it is something that oh shit, yeah, I am into this. And it's very good so far. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. I will see you next time for our placebo report, Hana. So, until then, this is version 2, signing out.